Hi, welcome to my very first challenge. This is called the Book Boyfriend Bachelorette Challenge, made by That Nerd Violet, combining my love of fictional men and death. In essence, this challenge is a bachelorette from the TV show Bachelor and Bachelorette Challenge mixed with the Black Widow Challenge. We have 7 book boyfriends that I'm going to be introducing to you in a minute, and they're going to be contributing and undertaking different trials to the death. A fitness trial, an intellectual trial, a charisma trial, and a writing trial, because obviously they need to know how to write book boyfriends for us. After that, there's going to be 3 characters left. We're going to go on separate dates with each of them. Y'all are going to vote on our winner, and we're going to get married, and everybody else is going to be dead. So, I mean, we're also going to have like a graveyard section, I suppose. I hope you love this challenge. If you want me to make my own document so you can also do a similar challenge, let me know and I can work on that this weekend. But I just came up with something funny and funky for Valentine's Day that, yeah, I thought would be really, really fun. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Hi, Pity. Hi, Shelby. How are you doing? Okay, so let me go to a mirror. I downloaded this house from the gallery, so I don't really know where everything is. I'm assuming that we got to have a mirror in one of the bathrooms, right? No. Why would we have that? Really? No mirror anywhere? Not even in the bedrooms? Oh, here's a mirror. Okay. I want to introduce you to our beautiful characters. Simliar AO. You love it? I'm so glad. I wish this event wasn't up. I feel like it's ruining everything. I'm actually going to make that a little bit louder. Book Boyfriends Bachelorette Battle to the Death for Love. There it is. Do you like the alliteration? I thought that was fabulous. Our cast of characters. Now, you can do whatever you want in your own game, but I naturally put in my sim self. This is Violet, that nerd. I made her kind of cutesy. I tried to make her look a little bit like myself, except y'all never see me wearing pants, so I went like full out on the pants here, okay? My sim self, I am cheerful, ambitious, and a geek. And my aspiration is fount of Tomarani knowledge. Let's forget about my aspiration for this moment. I think the game gave me that. I cannot remember selecting that. I just love learning. I love learning. Here are my outfits, my formal, athletic, sleep, party, swimwear, and hot weather, cold weather. Okay, we're really sticking to a theme right here. But that's not really what's important. What's important is seeing our book boyfriends. May I introduce you, our first gentleman, who's in the sleep section right now, Zayden Ryerson from Fourth Wing. Y'all know him, y'all love him, and if you don't, Fourth Wing takes place at a war college, and it's all about people getting ready for war and bonding with dragons, and it goes from there. This is our main love interest from Fourth Wing, Zayden. He's probably like my #1 book boyfriend at this point. Next up, we have Rhysand from A Court of Thorns and Roses. Rhysand is a high fae lord. He wields shadows. He's very beautiful, and he loves fiercely, especially his found family. I feel like there's a theme. I don't have one single blonde in here. None. Our next book boyfriend is Hawk Flynn from the series From Blood and Ash. He is a King's Guard trying to protect Poppy, who is a maiden and is being saved for this society's she's basically like a figurehead in the society, and he's her like bodyguard in a way, okay? So far, all of these have been romantasy books. He's beautiful. We love him. We know him. This is Jude from Killers of Mine. He is an FBI agent, and he's a criminal profiler, and he has been tasked with trying to find this serial killer. And the reason that we love him so much is because he's working with this girl, and her dad is that serial killer. So he's part of a book with like multiple other guys. This is an MFMM type of story. It's awesome. There's 2 books out right now. I have not read the second one yet, but he is incredible. I love Jude so much. Can you be the blonde contestant? Absolutely. Absolutely. Is it Hawk Tua? No. You think I have a type? Well, you might be right. You might be right. This is Zaid Meadows from Haunting Adeline. If you know, you know. Now, is he morally gray? I would say he is more morally black. He is very obsessed with our main female character. He likes guns. He likes using guns for more than just shooting. Again, if you know, you know. But he's beautiful. Isn't he beautiful? I made sure that we got his scar in, and I wanted to try and see if I could do the mismatched eyes, but I ended up just doing like the real big slate gray blue eyes instead. But like he's nice. He knows how to dress up and have a good time, you know? It's just yeah, Haunting Adeline. If that's your introduction to dark romance, maybe don't read it. Maybe don't. Up next, General Kerrigan from Shadow and Bone Me. I'm sorry, I mean Shadow and Bone. So, he is also a shadow wielder. Again, I feel like this is a theme. I have 3 shadow wielders in here. This is a young adult romantasy series. Y'all might know him from Ben Barnes playing him on Netflix. He's fantastic. He's great. He's kind of morally gray. Well, he's kind of misunderstood-ish. But we love him, and he also has a lot of tattoos. Finally, rounding us out is Mr. Darcy from Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. He's a little ostentatious. He kind of knows what he wants. He's kind of stubborn, but you know what? He bring back yearning. He likes flexing his hands. Bring back yearning. The original book boyfriend, if you will, Mr. Darcy. So those are the 7 book boyfriends and myself. And we're going to be having them compete in trials, and we're going to be killing the losers. So it's going to be a really good time. Thank you so much for being here. One of these things is not like the other. Yeah, I feel like everybody else is like really, really good morally, and then you have Zaid. He's the obsessive stalker. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Bring back sad boy seaside crying. That's what I'm saying. I'm so glad that you're just along for the ride. I'm so glad. I feel like I'm sharing so much of myself with y'all today. I'll take these men on for your hand. Done. Killers of Mine. M-I-N-E. Killers of Mine. Yeah. I think it's a planned trilogy. If y'all like Criminal Minds, the TV show, you're gonna love Killers of Mine. You're just like getting together with all of the guys from that. And they are very reminiscent of the characters in Criminal Minds. So, yeah. What books were 3/4 of them from? I'll go through it really quickly again. So, Xaden is from Fourth Wing. Rhysand is from A Court of Thorns and Roses. Hawk is from Blood and Ash. It's a very long romantasy series from Blood and Ash. Jude is from Killers of Mine. Zaid is from Haunting Adeline. I couldn't fit this in, but Adeline is spelled Adeline. General Kerrigan is from Shadow and Bone. And Mr. Darcy is from Pride and Prejudice. Did I do the cast or are these in the gallery? These are all in the gallery except for Jude, Zaid, I think, right? Jude and Zaid I did myself. Jude and Zaid you won't find in the gallery. If you would like me to upload this to the gallery, you let me know and I can do that this weekend for all of you, okay? I can do the Google form and Google Doc and I can do the upload to the gallery. You just let me know. I did not make the house. Just type in Bachelorette House and it should be the third option under most popular of all time. So there we are. Alexis Grace. Yes, that's the one. That's the one. Thanks, silly. Yeah. SMG. This is a combination Black Widow challenge with like a Bachelorette challenge. So there's going to be the killing portion, but they have to go through trials for us first. But it's 12 o'clock at night. Everybody should be going to bed at this point. We're all tired. We're all hungry. Let me also... Oh, God, I freaking hate Talk Like a Pirate Day. I'm ending it. I don't care. I don't care. Everybody go away. Okay, why are you... Oh, no, you're a vampire. Hold on. Testing... I need to change this off. I can't have him be a vampire. Testing cheats true. Cast off full edit mode. I can't deal with this. Modify. I didn't know he was a vampire! Not kind of fitting, like a little fitting for his character, but not really. I could see like a magician. How is he a vampire? It's not listed here. Chat. Get out. Did y'all hear that? I said, how is he a vampire? And Kip goes, well, you see, when a bat and a red blood cell love each other very much. But it's not, there's nothing. Do you understand what I'm trying to say, chat? There's nothing here. I thought that I could change that. Can I not? Hawk is a vampire, though, right? No. No. I don't know how to answer that without spoiling the series, so I'm going to say no. I'm going to say who? Okay, well, I can't change this, and that's pissing me off, so I guess he's just going to be a vampire. Whatever. That's fine. That's fine. Maybe we'll have vampire babies. You don't know. You don't know. Also, what surprise did you leave in Discord? Is it under screenshots? Oh, yep, it is. Oh, the one. Oh, myself and Kip. I love all of these. Oh, my God, thank you. Tommy! Thank you for 43 months. Welcome on back. Beards can be red, a blade can glow blue, but there's only one precious, and for Kip, that's you! Tommy, I love you. Fill out the PP form, goddammit. Happy Valentine's Day. How are you doing, babe? Thanks for the long time sub, love, and support. Oh, my gosh. No, you're so fine. You're so fine. Here, hold on. Hold on. I am deleting it. There we go. There we go. I didn't ban you, right? Midwich, can you say something? Oh, God, Lauren. I loved you till the end. Mrs. Yeast for you 365 days a year. Fine. Yup. Oh, no, don't worry. Multiple screenshots, T. I will share them in the Discord in general again later. What's up, Ada? Hi. Oh, my God, thank you. I love strawberries and cherries. Thank you so much. Happy Valentine's Day. Nice to meet you. I didn't say anything. Okay, okay. So this is our bachelorette house, okay? Look at the limo. Ooh, ah. Put some oohs and ahs in the chat. So we've got a common TV room over here, a piano. We've got some more, like, TV rooms. This kind of looks like a production room. We've got a dining room, a huge kitchen with a cupcake maker. Some exercise equipment, painting, blah, blah, blah. We've got most of the bedrooms on the second floor. So folks are sharing rooms right now. And we've got a bar. This is my main bedroom. I mean, look at it. Nobody's sharing this with me. We've also got a games room, some more bathrooms. It's just like a regular bachelorette house. Right? Okay, are you a vampire? No. Can you go to bed? Why are you hungry? And you. Ugh. Oh my God, and now you're also a global superstar? Maybe I should have checked on some of these gallery things before I did anything. Also, I'm so sorry that it seems like this area is like really bright. Like, look at him. You can't even see him. What is this doodad? Oh, is this the strange... Can we dismiss? Can you go away? Okay. It's okay. It adds spice, does it? How's work been going? I'm gonna fast forward this until the daytime. Can you? I mean, listen. I'm not gonna tell them what to do. If they're exhausted for these trials, then that means that it's part of life, and they were meant to be voted out. We're just gonna fast forward it. Hi, Blue. Happy Valentine's Day. How are you doing, sweetheart? The stat, is that you? I should have put him in. I should have gotten a mod where I could just expand after 8 Sims, but I decided on 7 book boyfriends, which is fine. All right, General Kerrigan, go ahead. I'm going to have them all wake up at 8. Then I will feed them, and then we're going to start our first trial, which is fitness. I'm going to put them on some, I think I'm going to build it out on this side. I'm going to put them on some treadmills for 8 hours and see who accrues the most, like, skill points. No, I hope none of them have jobs either. They're going to have to leave them. Oh, he's a hybrid. Oh, that's why. Okay, that makes way more sense. Why are they all having nightmares? Not Zaid Meadows making cupcakes at 4:52 in the morning. Are you kidding me? No, Blue! Oh my god, when is it? When is it? Tell me everything. Can I also have a shout out in the chat for Blue, please? Thank you so much. Go follow my sweet friend. When is it happening? Please tell me it's not March or I'm gonna be so upset. Please tell me it's like April or June. Spread it out a little bit. He made a singular cupcake and he's not even eating it. No, he ate it. Never mind. I take it back. I take it back. Oh, God. You're already working on your fitness. Okay. Zayden might win this because he's getting a head start on it. I'm trying not to control anybody outside of my sim self. It's all going to be done organically. Okay? No dessert galore. None of this stuff. Actually, can we change... I'm pausing this for a second. I want to change the calendar to see if anything else is coming up. We are not celebrating Harvest Fest. It's Memorial Day. No, I don't know how long this is going to take, but I'm just going to take out like the first 2 weeks. We're going to save that there. It's in May. I'll take it. Beautiful. Do we think it'll get moved again? Also, Bearwitch, are you still in here? Bearwitch is going to be so excited about this too. May 21st on all platforms? Okay, cool. I'll take it. That's awesome. Sarah, hi! That's your birthday? You're gonna have the best time. Trinka, my book boyfriends. So, we've got Zaid from Haunting Adeline. We've got Zayden from Fourth Wing. Rhysand from A Court of Thorns and Roses. Jude from Killers of Mine. General Kerrigan from Shadow and Bone. Hawk Flynn from Blood and Ash. Mr. Darcy from Pride and Prejudice. Are you still... How is Zayden still working out? This is insane. It got moved to put it on every console. I was wondering if they were holding out for Switch 2 stuff. So, oh, everybody's up. Okay, we're all apparently cooking at this point. We're all cooking. Oh... Jude, I think you have to pee. Maybe drinking something is not the best idea right now. Maybe we shouldn't. I love that the guys are getting to know me, though. Bearwitch taking the month off as we speak, right? I can't talk right now. I'm busy taking off work. Can I resume a grilled cheese? Hell yeah, I would make a grilled cheese by myself. Oh, God, I have to pee, too. Is there a bathroom on this first floor? Where's the pee repository? We have I didn't even realize we had a basement. Oh, it's just a movie theater. Okay. Can you eat and then hopefully not pee yourself in front of all the guys? Oh God, they all have to pee. This is embarrassing behavior. Mr. Darcy's getting to know us. I know, they're all half naked all the time. Rain from Serpent in the Wings of Night. I almost put him down as my 7th. I almost did. Let's be honest, I have like 12 book boyfriends, and I wouldn't have been able to fit all of them in. Nintendo exclusive at first, seeing it on PS4 and Xbox and Steam. If that's the case, honestly, I think I'm going to get it for Steam. I really do. Yeah. I'm honestly surprised it's not going to be a Nintendo exclusive. That's wild. Okay. How's everybody doing? Some of you may die. All right, I'm doing great. So, let's prep for our first trial. So, we want a well-rounded book boyfriend. Our first trial is going to have to do with fitness. So I'm going to be lining up 7 treadmills, and we are going to be timing them for 8 in-game sim hours. The one who has the least amount of skill games for fitness during that time will be sacrificed to the gods, the old and the new. They gonna die. We're not gonna throw a funeral for them, but we'll have a nice burial spot for them. So why don't we get started? I know, right, Chisbits? That's what I'm saying. Okay. What kind of treadmill do I want? I guess as long as they look the same. Do I want them facing us or away from us? I can kind of have them like maybe facing the wall. All right, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 1 more. 7. Steph, take care. Have a beautiful weekend. Thanks for hanging out with us. 5, 6, 7. I'm going to have them all gather here, and then when they're all gathered, I'll start the challenge so that it doesn't delay them as much. Burial in the ground. Allie, how are you today? Switch for portability, yes. Do you have a Steam Deck? That's been my new go-to, especially with independent games. The stuff plays so well. The battery life is not as good as the Switch, but I feel like if I'm already playing it on Steam, it makes more sense to not have to rebuy it for the Switch for me. So I've been really enjoying it. You do? I've been really enjoying it lately for the games that I like. And there's workarounds too for some of the games. Like I love Infinity Nikki. And I downloaded that in PC mode on the Steam Deck and then made it sync up to Steam. So I can play that even though it's not a Steam game. A woman in STEM, Blue. You don't use it that much? That's so fair. I feel like I use it more when I'm like having a chronic flare myself. But yeah, I really do love it. I really do love it. Okay, book boyfriends, gather around for your first trial. I think I'm just gonna like hang out, like my sim self can kind of be like whatever. Vampirically run here. Okay, I'm gonna have you jog here because you're gonna get here so much faster than other people. And then of course we can't forget Mr. Darcy. Everybody get here. More cool stuff with it. Yeah. Yeah, we could cloud gaze while they die. Sure. Here, I'll just, is everybody here? Okay, everybody is here. Okay, we ready? So I'm going to have us go until 8 p.m. Should I do, I'll do workout. Workout, push the limits. Run with chest out. Did I screw that up? Do I have enough? Y'all might want to get on. Okay. We're all here. We're all on. Okay. I'm going here. I'm gonna cloud gaze. I'm gonna like sit here. Tease themselves on it? God, I hope so. Here, girl. No, come back over here. Look at your men. Okay. Travel here, cloud gaze. What a great day. Do my bidding. Look at all of them, like, talking to themselves. This is so funny. On PlayStation Portal, I love that. I love that. Okay. So now, who just got Off the treadmill. General Kerrigan. Okay, get back on. I'm gonna force them to keep getting back. There is somebody that has work. Can you multitask? Can you call work and say that you quit? Quit job. Do you mind? This is insane. Justice for Shrek. Did you want him to be one of my book boyfriends? I'm so sorry. No, because anything that they already came in with or like did while they were here, I'm counting because I'm not having control of them outside of the trials. So if somebody has like more points than that, that's adding to like the game itself. So I'm not going to keep track of that personally. Hi, Arel. Let's go! Oh my god! Arel, you got your call back. Can we get some love and hype in the chat for Arel? I'm so proud of you. Let's go. That's awesome. You got IBS. No! You got it! Oh! Zayden. Not him face planting. All right, Resand, you got to go back. You got to go back. They're going to be passing out right now. Everybody. Oh, you're stinky. That's too damn bad. Energized workout. You get back on. Did you call and quit your job? He went to work. This freaking guy went to work. Fine. That just means that, doesn't bode too well for your future, sir. Disqualified. All right, hold on. I think Mr. Darcy also left to go watch TV. Quit. Oh my god. You just can't keep them on. Okay, where is he? Mr. Darcy is too fatigued. Okay, so he's done all he can. If they get to the fatigued, then they're not disqualified. They're just not gaining enough skill. Hi, Umair. I'm lovely. How are you? Happy Valentine's Day. I am your work. Get back here. Death to Darcy. We got 5 sim hours left. Can I do something else? I mean, I'm having a good time. I'm not going to ruin it for myself. Oh, you got to pee? You got to pee? Too uncomfortable. All right, go ahead. Do what you need to do. You're also out. Oh, Zayden? Zayden, are you too uncomfortable? Oh, you're done. You're done. Go take care of yourself. Oh, I'm talking to Zayden, though. Thanks for the follow. Welcome on in. At least Darcy didn't leave yet. Yet being the key word here. Are we testing Woohoo too? We're going to do that during our dating portion with our last 3 finalists. How did they lose this challenge? They don't have, they have the weakest skill gain. The weakest skill gain. Jude has a pulled muscle. He's out. Today is the birthday of Lara Croft. That's awesome. That's so cool. Are you also out? Okay, you're out. Resand is out. Kerrigan, still going. Kerrigan is still going. Everybody else, done. So, I'm going to keep him on there until he can't, and then we'll just call it. They all did not last the in-game 8 sim hours. Ugh. Okay, he's done? He's done. Okay, are we ready? All right, I might need chat's help for this. Okay. So, again, some of these are going to have predetermined, like, fitness levels, so I'm keeping that as part of the lore. So, Zayd is safe. Zayden has 2. Resand has 2. Jude has 2. Oh, this freaking guy. General Kerrigan is also safe. Hawk Flynn has 2. Oh! Mr. Darcy has 1. Mr. Darcy has been eliminated. Mr. Darcy has been eliminated. Was that the doorbell expecting something? It's not from me. Chat, can you hold on a second? I think something just got delivered at the door. Can y'all hold on a second? Do you mind? Do you mind? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna check the door, and we will eliminate Darcy ourselves. What I need from you, how should we kill Darcy? Do we want to see him struggle in a pool? Do we want to see him get eaten by sharks? How do you want to dispose of him? Should we just trap him in a room? Let me know. Think of a way that we can dispose of him properly. I'll be right back in a second. Sorry, it was just Amazon. We want pond him, sharks, drowning, canonically appropriate. We could. Not Mr. Darcy. He bewitched me body and soul. Hi, Bree. Serves him right for being the wrong Darcy, obviously. Like a sickly Regency child. Rest in peace. I come back to Mr. Darcy on a treadmill. I love it here. I hope you would. I hoped, in fact, that you would. Okay, so per chat, we would like to drown him, right? That's what we want. So, okay, we can get there. We can get there together. You just got to give Mama Violet just a moment, and we're going to make a little pool. Now, in order to make this work properly, I need to make a pool, but I also need to put the 4 walls around it, right? Isn't that what we need to do? So he needs to get in first, and then I add the walls, right? Where is he? Here's Mr. Darcy. Mr. Darcy, you were a wonderful contestant on the Book Boyfriend Bachelorette Challenge. Unfortunately, you have met your demise. You've met your end. A valiant, valiant competitor. So sorry for your time wasted here. Get in the pool. Okay, beautiful. Now, chat. Now that he is inside, we build our walls. And while everybody else is having a good time, he's not going to have a good time nor a long time, so he's just inside now. Happy Valentine's Day, Belle! How are you doing? We're committing murder. I didn't see a swimwear. Oh, you want to see it? Yeah. It's perfect. It's fitting. That's his swimwear. There he goes. He's doing great. He's doing awesome. I don't know if this is gonna get screwed up when the Grim Reaper shows up, but like we'll figure that out then. We'll figure it out then. Okay, while everybody else is hanging out, you know, they should be able to take care of themselves, but they're not. I'm doing fine. If anybody cares, I'm doing great. Everybody else is suffering, but that's not me. I'm gonna take a poop. I'm gonna take a bath. I'm gonna make. Oh, are these cupcakes? Hell yeah, I'll take one. I'm gonna thrive while everybody. Oh my god, Jude is having an emotional breakdown. Rhysand is not comforting at all. Zayden, how are you doing? Oh! I know you want to get together with me, but like this is not the way. Can you get out? Zayden's being like a little pushy. I don't know if I'm into that. His fitness up before he dies. Yeah, because again, it serves him right. Serves him right. He's drowning in the dark. Yep. Yes, he is. Oh, we can't even see him. Oh, it's because we're on the top floor. There he is. Drowning in the dark or like a moonlight swim? You be the judge, chat. Hi, Dragon. This is my first ever Sims 4 challenge called the Book Boyfriend Bachelorette Challenge. It's a mix between Black Widow Challenge and Bachelorette. So we have 7 fictional men suitors from my favorite books. They are going to be contributing, they are going to be competing in trials. The winners lose their life. And we get to marry one at the end. Yay! The Lizzie Bennet Diaries? No. Was it good? Belle, how are y'all doing today? Darcy can go play whack-a-mole in the corner, stuck in your head now. Zayden's just keeping an eye on you. There are violent men around. That's true. Oh, apparently I didn't want that cupcake. Is it still available? Somebody ate my cupcake. That should be like a disqualification alone. You know what? I'll be nice. I'll make vegetable dumplings for the entire group. I'll make it all for the entire group. Okay? Who are our suitors? So we've got Zayd from Haunting Adeline, Zayden from Fourth Wing, Rhysand from A Court of Thorns and Roses, Jude from Killers of Mine, Hawk Flynn from Blood and Ash, General Kerrigan from Shadow and Bone, and Mr. Darcy from Pride and Prejudice. Mr. Darcy just got voted out. He's getting eliminated currently. It might take him a while, so we're just going to leave him there, and he'll die when we say he'll die. He'll die when we say. It's a little dated now, but it's a good series, is it? Cool. I love that. Currently watercoloring while there's absolute chaos. I'm so glad it's so nice and cozy for you. Yeah, chat. Who are you rooting for? Who do you want to see win? Honestly, General Kerrigan's sim has been pissing me off, so I don't think I want it to be him. Our ad is starting in a couple of minutes, so I'm going to have us call everybody to eat, and then we're going to take another break, okay? Call to meal. Everybody. Everybody, why don't we all have a nice family dinner at the table? Or not. I could just sit by myself. That's cool. Oh, everybody. Did you see? General Kerrigan's like, I'm sitting at the head of the table. I'm sitting next to Violet. I'm a global superstar. You want Zayden to win? God, can I turn off his shine, though? It's just, he's so ridiculously bright. Pack settings. Oh, is it under him that I do the shine? Hold on. Magic. Turn off fame shine. There we go. He's still, like, glowing. Maybe it's the lights in here. Oh, God. Like, look, you can't even see me. I think it is the lights. Enough with the pick-me energy, my guy. I know. Oh. Charlotte's napping underneath my chair right now. You'd say Kerrigan usually, yeah? The frick did he go? I mean, the man does know how to make an exit, but does he really want to play video games right now while I'm, like, right here? Oh, Rhysand's cleaning up. That's so nice. Does anybody want to join me for some nice TV? Oh. Oh! Rhysand! Rhysand is... Did these guys even like me? I've had it up to here. I thought I loved fictional men, but instead I have to insert myself into their conversations. Love and Deep Space Boys, do it! Oh my god, do it. You're all fantastic, Belle. Maybe don't read Haunting Adeline as your first foray into dark romance. But like all the other ones, I can wholly recommend. Oh, I'm sleeping. I'm done. Okay, we're gonna save it here. We're gonna take our BRP break because our ad is starting soon. I'm gonna put on some words on stream for y'all. Hopefully, you will have a good time with your enrichment. Make sure I'm not dropping anything over here. Maybe they just want each other. Honestly, like, fair? I get it. They're all so scrumdiddly umptious. Who could even think otherwise, you know? All right. Words on stream is up. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Golden, I love you so much. Happy Valentine's Day. Jerry, happy Valentine's Day. Enjoy Words on stream. I'll see y'all soon. How we doing, chat? Port? Oh, corrupt is a good one. Aww. Do we have a fake letter this round? Or per. Pert. You already have port? Y'all are getting all of them. I can't even think. I can't do it. Kitty, how are you today? My brain just went geolite, which I don't even think is a word. Yeah, I wanted to do carp. There's no A in here. Let me be clear. There's no H. How come, like, the easier levels are killing us right now? What's happening to us collectively? I'm going to have y'all finish out that round, and then I'm going to have us go back in. Also, our PP has been updated. We're at 157. Chat, I cannot thank you enough. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yay! Nice job, everybody. Y'all did great. We're going to have some more enrichment on our next break in the time being. Let's get back to our Book Boyfriend Bachelorette Challenge. Welcome back, everyone! Woo woo! Okay, so it is nighttime. I've decided to nap. I've decided to sleep. We're going to put it on ultra speed while everybody else is doing their own thing. We're also going to check in on Mr. Darcy, see how he's doing. He is very unwell, but not at the brink of death yet. I'm a little concerned that he may die during our next trial. So maybe we'll take the next sim day to make sure that he is dead before we plan anything else. Our next trial, look, he is leveling up his fitness skill. Our next trial is going to be an intellectual trial. We're going to be doing chess for this next one. Again, I know some of our book boyfriends have maxed out on some of their skills, but it's just how it's going to be. I got them from the gallery, and I feel like it's fitting for some of our men, especially if they're super powerful. So, y'all can change that if you want to play this differently yourself. Hi, Dark Phoenix. Happy Love Day. Happy Valentine's Day. How are you doing, babe? I hope you are so good. Has General Kerrigan slept at all? He is thirsty. Oh my god, imagine he's gonna bite me or somebody else in the house. What should we do if that happens? Should we disqualify him? At least he'll die buff, yeah. Yeah, his burial will be great. Now, is he gonna pee in the pool? I don't actually remember this. I don't actually know how this works. Also, I love how this is on ultra speed, but it's really not. Oh, yeah, he did. Chat, he peed in the pool. It's yellow pee now. Just so everybody knows. Yep. Well, good. What are you doing? Oh, he's on the internet. Oh, you poor thing. Don't you love his fit, though? I do feel like it's very fitting. Very, very fitting. Actually, not so good. Oh, no! Making the bed and breaking up ice and shoveling snow. It hurts. Oh, I'm so sorry. You got a nice bath with your name on it, babe. I hope you can rest for the rest of the day. Yellow pee? Yeah. He's just bathing in it now. Wow, that water looks pretty deep. Mr. Darcy flashes back to all the scary experiences of being in the water. Yep. Now he has a fear of it. Confidently swim for an hour. Man, I don't even know if you're going to make it the next hour. Oh my god. Zayden's up. I'm just going to let the rest of the guys just take care of themselves right now. No one wants to swim in pea water. That's right. Imagine like somebody else joined in for him. Jude? You can't see it behind me, but Jude already acquired the logic skill. So he's going to have a leg up on our next competition. All right. Keep suffering, baby. Keep suffering. Does this give him some fitness points back? It does. Not when it matters or counts, but it does. Oh, God. Yeah, looming dread from fear of swimming. This is kind of sad. There he is. There we go. Perfect timing. Okay. Up there he sinks. Goodbye, Mr. Darcy. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for competing. You know, we had a great time with you today. I hope you enjoyed yourself as well. I'm sorry. Zayden is feeling romantic connection for Hawk Flynn? You're here to woo me. I love bi men, okay? This is not the time! Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Romantic satisfaction begins for both of them. I am so mad. Anyway, let's have the Reaper do the reaping. Cat and I, same brain. Bye, kings. Yup. Auto disqualify. We love an open mind. Break out the candles. They're woohooing! Oh my god! Chat! Hawk, Flynn, and Zayden are woohooing. Oh, in my bed! Fuck this. The challenge is over. Aka, excuse me? I couldn't have planned this better. This is outrageous. This is outrageous. And this is happening while the Reaper is here! In my bed. In my bed. We got a death, we got Grim Reaper. Oh my god. I love The Sims so much. Wah, 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 wah. It's their bed now? No, it's still my bed. They could have picked one of the showers. They could have done it everywhere, and they picked my bed. Free roaming ghost. I'm so mad. Also, so question, so where's the grave? Zayd's off to work. I thought that oh my god, can you please leave work? And could we also make sure that you also leave your job? Good job. So Mr. Darcy, as a reminder, Mr. Darcy is dead, but there's no grave, so he's just gonna be a ghost for us the rest of the time. Jesus Christ. Are you proud of yourself? There's Kerrigan running through. I'm super supportive, y'all. I don't want to see anything. I don't want a nip slip or a dick tuck. None of it. None of it. I'm out. I'm out of here. Oh my god. Meanwhile, I'm very tense. Noisy nuisance. Who was creeping on me? Violet can feel the gaze of a noisy sim. Were the binoculars really necessary? Do you think that was Zayd watching me? Do you? I thought noisy nuisance as in like she heard them woohooing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well now that that's happened, girl, why don't you go take care of yourself and your needs, and Zayden is taking a bath after woohoo because he's dirty. I can't. I cannot right now. All right. Instead of doing that, can you... I don't even know where the... I have no idea where the mailbox is. I can just pay from here, right? Pay bills while you're pooping. Are you gonna walk in on Zayden? Noisy or nosy? Oh, it is nosy. It's nosy. Around death. Not great. Not great. Resand for president of love. He's a dirty, dirty boy. They weren't even quiet about it. No, they weren't. Thank you so much for all of the clips. Holy shit. Thank you so much. Can y'all imagine? Happy Valentine's Day. I guess I gotta go, Just spend it by myself. Okay, let's prep for the next challenge. We still have time. I'm going to remove all the treadmills. And we're going to have them do our intelligence skills. So I need our chess tables. So we could have them face off each other, but then if one gets up, then it disrupts the whole game. So I'm going to have them just have their own chess tables, okay? Does that make sense? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I need the corresponding chairs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. And while we're here, I'm going to just get rid of these. Can I not get rid of the whole wall? I'm going to get rid of the walls because whoever our loser is, we'll just keep drowning them. It's the easiest. I still can't believe they woohooed. I'm going to have that actually count if any of them make it to the end that woohoo each other. They're not going to like what they're going to find. Maybe she heard Darcy drown. Maybe. That is a possibility. All right, we're gathering the guys. They're all going to come over here. We're going to see what's going to happen. Dog here, please. Everybody go. Might as well leave the pool. But now they're going to be swimming in pee. You know how I feel about that. Also, can I just go here and stargaze again? Zaid has discovered that Jude has this secret oh baby, a challenge. What the heck are you talking about? Jude has a baby? What was that? Question, comment, concern. Pee and corpse water. Is nobody coming over here? Can you stop running off? Just, you're not peeing. You missed your window of opportunity. Opportunity, get it? You get it, chat? All right. Everybody's going to start as soon as I start to cloud gaze. Yep. Go right there. Perfect. Okay. Oh, they're already starting. All right, play. You're starting. Okay. You're peeing. That's not great for you. Gotta see where I can actually put them. Is somebody here? Okay. Play on this one. Where are all the men? Why do you keep appearing? How do you do that? What are you doing? No, you're not kickboxing. You have to win my love and attention. Why does nobody want to win me? I'm a prize. I am a prize to be won. Hawk Flynn is eating right now. In case anybody cares. Can I move where I am? Also, has he not come back over here? No, he did. Who are we missing? Is it still just Hawk? Yeah. Okay, you have to go on this table. I'm feeling really, like, not cared about, chat. I'm feeling really kind of depressed about myself. Travel chest. Look at me. I'm waving to all of them. They couldn't care less. Here we go. Look at this. Beautiful. We're all getting to know each other. I'm just in the background. And by room, I mean cage. I can't, though, because I want them to be... Well, should I? Okay, well, here's what we could do. While they're in the trial, we can turn off autonomy, and then after the trial, we can turn it back on. Does that make sense? Should we do that? We'll apply the changes. Just remind me to fix that, okay? Remind me to fix that. Okay, I like that. I like that. A red room. So hopefully this will ease the chaos for us at least a little bit. Who is calling you? No, you're getting prank called during this trial? So we gotta stay until 8 or until, like, the last person doesn't want to do chess anymore. They might get burnt out. Yeah, you can, like, joke. Sure, why not? Why not? Look at this group. Remember, Jude ended up doing chess by himself autonomously, so he's already got a leg up on his competitors. Though I think General Kerrigan is going to be safe. I'm pretty sure he's got his maxed out. You have to take the chess table with you if you want to go pee during the challenge. Yeah. You gotta take at least the queen with you. Hi, Caney. It is a bunch of book boyfriends. This is a challenge that I did myself called the Book Boyfriend Bachelorette Challenge. It's a mix between the Bachelorette and Black Widow Challenge. So, yeah. The only one that we're missing right now, unfortunately, is Mr. Darcy because he already died. But we've got characters from Blood and Ash, Fourth Wing, Akatar. Yeah. It's been really fun so far. Okay, who's getting up? Resand. Too uncomfortable. Okay. I'm going to see if he pees and comes back if he'll want to continue. He probably will. Couple of chatty chads we got here. They're all talking to each other. I'm like chopped liver. I didn't even think that they're into this. Zayden identified a goldfish. That's great for you, but I don't care. Are you playing for my affection or not? What a Valentine's Day. Yes. Katie, I hope they're having a great day. Happy Love Day. You just wanted a Subway sandwich for Valentine's Day. What kind did you get? See, there I am. Can I talk with anybody? Can I like compliment each of the guys? Oh, not a complaint. Can I not compliment you? Not giving you a gift. How's your day going? I'm going to go down the line and talk to each of them for a mere moment. I'm supporting all of their facial hair. Are you proud of me, chat? Now what are you doing? Oh, I've decided to sit down. Oh, Junie! I love it. I was wondering. I'm like, what? Kai? Like, am I saying that right? Kai? Let me know so I can put a little note down as a nice reminder to myself. Okay, so who is in here right now? Beth Sterling, go away. Who ended up leaving? Kerrigan is here. Hawk Flynn. Is this Zaid? No. You're not even playing chess anymore, my dude. You. Can you get up? Me, can I get up, please? Get up, girl. Kai? Okay, awesome. Yeah, let me put down a little mod note. Yay! Thanks, darling. I appreciate it. Because I never want to call anybody what, like, they don't want to be called. You know what I mean? Oh, did that not save? Oh, it did. Okay. Here we go. I do have Zayd. I do. He was peeping. He was being a nosy peeper. Okay, you're also peeing right now. Zayd, can we get this show pony on, please? There we go. Oh. They're all becoming great friends with each other and completely ignoring me. I don't think that I talked with you yet. Supporting your facial hair. Whoops. I'm supporting everybody's facial hair. It's very important. Don't sit on the chair. Almighty, thanks for the hydrate. What is he doing? Is he gonna bite me? What is this? What is he doing? He's getting to know me. He's glowing, though. I don't trust this. I'm afraid he's gonna bite somebody. I'm actually really afraid of that right now. He has not been able to play chess again. I gotta get up. Go here. Zayden woohooed Hawk Flynn. Hawk Flynn. From Blood and Ash. We've got one more hour left of the trial to see who we vote out next. Zayden has learned that General Kerrigan has the following skill: handiness. In your bed? They woohooed in my bed. Yeah. Can you believe? So who the heck did you get back here? You did. Who is not doing chess right now? Why don't you want to play? Oh, you're here. Where are you going, sir? Oh, he's very upset. He's not going to make it back in time. I'm going to go back and I'm going to turn autonomy back on because we're towards the end right now anyway. They're all suffering. Phenomenal. This is what you get for woohooing. And for being cold? Why are you cold right now? Hawk Flynn just became good friends with Ree's hand. You gonna woohoo in my bed again? Okay, it's past the time. We're all ending all of this stuff. We're gonna go through and we're gonna see where we're at. Okay, starting with Zaid. You're gonna be maxed out. I know you are. Oh, you're not. Okay. Zaid, level 8. Zayden, 1. Resand, 2. Zayden is the lowest right now. Jude is at 3. Hawk Flynn, 3. General Kerrigan? Where am I? 10. Chat. It's what he deserves for woohooing in my bed, but also Zayden Ryerson from Fourth Wing is our next person to be removed from the tournament. I demand a recount. You saw it with your own eyes. It's karma. It's karma. Taylor Swift wrote a song about him. He is already hungry and tired, so I think his death is gonna go by pretty fast. Like, pretty fast. Let's get him in the pool. We'll put up the walls. The general is a cheater. I Sarah's die. I demand a rewatch. I quit. Who in here put a 1 in the chat if you wanted Zayden to bring home the prize? If you were hoping that Zayden was gonna win the whole thing. Rigged! Terrible. Awful behavior. Awful, awful behavior. What you get for woohooing in my house. Okay. He's all set. I'm going to try and take care of my sim self right now and let the guys do whatever they want to do. Oh, our notification wall is full. Zayden is also terrified of swimming right now. He just had an innate fear. That's really funny. That's really funny. Let's make a nice dinner for the rest of our characters. How about some grilled cheese for everyone as a treat? Why am I wearing... Is it cold in the house? It's like not that cold out. I think... Girl, I think you're exaggerating just a little bit. What is she wearing? You can't just ask me what I'm wearing, Swaz. I was wearing my cold weather outfit. God. You think the general's gonna win? Well, remember, after the trials, our top 3 are gonna have to go on dates with us. So we're gonna base that on, like, the amount of friendship and romance accrued. So he could lose. He could lose. She was just getting fancy for the men. Exactly. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, wait. Before you get one, put that back. Call to meal. Oh. Kerrigan is so hungry. He's like, I'm not even going to sit next to you, actually. Oh, just kidding. No, he came over. Where's Jude? Jude is passed out. That's so rude. How dare you be tired in here? How dare you? Yeah. Who lost? I got a call. Jerry, Zayden from Fourth Wing is currently our next drowning participant. God, what a shame. Like, look how beautiful he is. Look how beautiful. Oh, speaking of. That was so fast. Bye. Thank you so much for playing. I hope you have a good afterlife. He went so fast. The Grim Reaper is going to be like, why do I keep getting calls to come here? Another one? Are you sure? My baby. Your baby past tense. We commend his soul to Malik. Where is he? Should I be concerned? Oh, there he is. I hope he's not stuck. Someone keep the venom away. Hi, Hannah. Do we add Grim to the household? Nah. That tends to break the game when I do that, because we've done that in the past. But also, the game might already be broken. It was fine before. He's not doing the reaping. Chat, how do I fix this? We seem to be stuck. Has General Kerrigan slept at all? No, he's still playing video games. I can't take the wall down because this is grayed out. This is grayed out. I can't do anything while a sim is dying. Where is Zayden on here? Here he is. I don't know if I could like shift click. Can I do reset object? There we go. Okay, I did it. The reset object work. Play as a free roaming ghost. There we go. Death is inevitable. General Kerrigan is now afraid of death. Zayden, are you still in the water? Oh, no, he's gone. He's gone. Okay, bye. Yeah, I think that was it, Swaz. I think you were correct on that. I know I could do that an easier way, but like, why? Why bother? Okay, we're going to save this again. Maybe Zayden stays there and the pool just gets more and more threatening to the remaining contestants. I think it's going to regardless because they know people are dying, but with the death and grief overhaul from life and death, they're just not going to be like, they're not going to be freaking out about people dying anymore or running over if they didn't have a prior relationship. But I'm surprised that Hawk Flynn, like, didn't feel anything. He is mourning. Okay, Hawk Flynn is in mourning from losing a friend. So that might contribute to how poorly he's going to be feeling tomorrow. Okay, 2 challenges down, 2 remain. Our third challenge is going to be charisma, because we need book boyfriends that can woo our pants off, metaphorically and physically. So I'm going to set up some freestanding mirrors over here. When it hits about noontime, we're going to have them compete. He got weaned down. Don't you hate it when that happens, getting weaned down, chat? I know I personally do. Okay, I need a freestanding mirror. No walls. I'll do these ones. Yeah. I want the attention-worthy mirror. Okay, so we're down to 5. Am I doing that right? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're down to 5 right now. Oh, delete on the keyboard? Oh, that's it? Oh, that is much faster. 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect, we're all set up. He got raw weaned. Listen to me. Listen to me. I love when that happens. I'm not afraid to admit it. Hate that so bad. Oh. I was like, what's hanging over there? It's just a tree. Shift it copies? Oh, is that it? Y'all are teaching me so much. Every time we play The Sims, I'm like, yeah, I've been playing it for years. I know exactly what I'm doing. No, I don't. No, I don't. Oh, no! General Kerrigan! God damn it! I've just been sucked. And now I'm gonna pass out. He also said he didn't like me. Did you see that? Did you see? His thought process had a big ol' X over me. I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna remember that, and if he makes it to the end with the dates, that's gonna be added in. Hi, Aurora. At least you got necked, but at what regard for my own health? I'm gonna sleep after this. He can't do this and get away with it. To the daylight he goes. Actually, we've been doing this in the daylight. He's not burned up yet. Is it because he's a spellcaster and vampire? Wow, look at this is a really good photo of me. Wow. All suck and no, that's exactly. Yeah. I didn't like it. I'm gonna miss the trial now because I'm gonna be recovering. How much plasma did he get from me? Only about halfway. Only about halfway. I would have thought more. Okay, so some of the guys are actually sad. I couldn't give a shit. Kerrigan doesn't give a shit. Zaid cares about nobody. So here's a question. Almost all the guys have facial hair. And they weren't supposed to, so I think I must have the facial hair on. Look at Zaid. He's got like a full beard going on. They can go into the sun. Oh, maybe. I'm just saying, like, if we lose an extra one, I won't cry about it. I won't cry about it. All right, gentlemen. Do whatever you're gonna do for the next little bit of time. Jude is so depressed that he needs to stand in front of a mirror for a pep talk. No, he's fine. He's fine. You're doing great. Hawk Flynn is doing great. Get it, Zaid. Oh, he's taking a bath. Zaid has clued General Kerrigan in to a secret known only to local fishermen. Okay. Good, we love you. Resand, look at me. You win or else. He's taking that with pride. He's also eating a grilled cheese right now. I hope that's fine. Where are you going? What do you keep doing? Now he's reading. Amazing fish secrets. Okay, we're a little late. We're a little late, gentlemen. Gentlemen. Gonna need you to knees to chest this next trial. Okay. Oh. Would you like to come in? Wait. No. Wait. I did that wrong. Off. Apply changes. Okay. The charisma trial is about to begin. Hopefully we don't have an issue where two of them are going to be the lowest. If that's the case, then we will take outside factors into consideration. Practice speech. Practice speech. Practice speech. I'm sure Kerrigan is maxed out, but we're still going to have him contribute. Yeah, Resand's mustache is not doing it for me. You know, okay, anybody in here, did you ever watch, not Selling Sunset? It's the, oh my God, what is it called? It's the show that Jamie and I watched. They didn't renew it for the next season. He looks like a guy from the show. It's about basically this group of terrible people in LA. They're all bartenders. And this guy was like the most hated guy in the nation for a year. Also, wait, who was not... What is wrong with you? You gotta pee? At a time like this? Can you... There you go. He's coming back. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, chat. Hey there, neighbor. No! Go home. Absolutely not. Resand reached charisma level 2. Jade level 2. What outfit is Hawk Flynn wearing right now? This is truly incredible. All of them have like facial hair except for Jude. Why is Jude not growing hair? The speed 3 yapping is crazy. I know. We've got 2 more sim hours for this challenge to see where they're at. And now it's snowing. One of them might freeze to death. It's only cold. Doesn't bode well for all of us. What's wrong with me? I forgot that I had to control myself. Oh my God. My poor sim self is truly suffering. It's all right, baby. It's all right. Don't worry about it. Here. Oh, I have to repair this? No, we have the money. Replace. Use. Take a shower. Get some food. You'll be fine. Do I not have any leftovers? Oh, I guess not. Fried chicken. Make some fried chicken. Enjoy yourself as a treat. Yes, Vanderpump Rules. That's the show I was thinking of. Do you watch it too? He looks like the guy. You know who I'm talking about. The guy. The guy that we all hate. Doesn't he look like him? Like a spitting image of him. Is that the Gaston outfit? No. He's just very, like, flamboyant. I'm gonna change the stuff over while we're here. Okay. Good. You watched a little bit of it, but the guy in the current season of The Traitors. That's him. That's literally him. Is he funny? Lulu appearing from the shadows. Oh, are you done? You're so done. Okay, go take care of yourself. How am I doing? I've seen better days. Okay. It's 8 o'clock. We are done. We're gonna see where we're at. We're starting with Zayd. Charisma, 10. You're saved. Resand, 2. Jude, 2. Hawk Flynn, 2, but the least of the 2s so far. General Kerrigan maxed out. So, Hawk Flynn is our next contestant to be eliminated. And again, I feel like this is fitting because the last 2 people we removed from the challenge had sex together in my bed. So really, I think it was karma, once again, prevailing for all of us. So get in the water. Karma for woohooing with Zayden right in front of my salad. Get in the water. I'm not even, like, morally upset about this. I'm not even. Okay, Hawk, we knew you so well, bye. Would anybody like some food? Yeah, we're all getting our food on. He shouldn't have been pissing. Yup, karma. Karma. The red vest one makes me think Gaston. Who was that one? The red vest? Him? You know that you can stop, right? Did I not have you stop? You're good. You're fine. Go take care of yourself. Maybe bite one of the other men. Okay, stop that. Stop hissing. Stop. Okay, now you're playing video games. Wonderful. Okay, we got some water. You're peeing. All right. I've decided to clean up the place because I'm sick of all this filth. Yeah, without me. Without me. Oh. Can I still get rid of this? Was that from my pocket? I don't like that. I did. I put the autonomy back on. I like doing it towards the end of the challenge. I feel like that works out pretty well. Yep. Some people are already in bed. It's 10:40. Honestly, I feel like I slept the whole day, but I guess I could sleep again. Jude's probably going to go to bed soon. General Kerrigan is going to be up all night. How does he have, like, unlimited vampire energy? That's what I don't understand. That man has not been to bed once yet. Not once. Oh, your social is low? Maybe you could chat to the woman that you're trying to win the affection for? I don't know. As a treat? Can we do this challenge with the mods? Absolutely. This would be so funny. This would be so fun. We have to add Kip into it, though. I think that would be hilarious. Watch get Kip eliminated first. You need some of that energy, right? Hawk Flynn still doing what he doing. Okay, he is going to bed. All right, I'm going to put on ultra speed. If Kerrigan wakes me up again, I'm going to be so mad. Can't he, like, I don't know, nibble on one of the other guys? That would be preferred. I'm just here to have a good time. I didn't sign up for a nibble. What I think is the funniest part about putting on ultra speed and somebody is swimming, it looks like, you know, the dogs when you lift them up and they do the air swimmies? That's what he looks like right now, but he's actually swimming. Hawk is a Dorito. He is. He's a straight up triangle Dorito man. Yeah. Zaid is scared from what? What was that noise from? Fear of the dark! If you know Zaid's backstory, he is not afraid of the dark. He belongs in the dark. Are you gonna get bit? Why are you running? Zaid has discovered that General Kerrigan has this secret liar pants on fire. And I'm just happy to be here. Oh, okay, bye. Hi, how are you doing? Oh, I didn't. Violet, oh no, I'm sorry. Zaid has discovered that Violet has this secret, aiding and abetting. I'm sorry, what? I'm aiding and abetting what? There's someone I see in my neighborhood. He walks by every now and then. Oh my God. The guy must be a very successful criminal. I panicked and ran as fast as I could, briefcase in hand. I stole a briefcase filled with money and I threw it into the canal in Willow Creek. I'm a criminal! Oh my God! Chat, don't tell the FBI! I don't want to be a chicken, I don't want to be a duck. I am shocked and appalled. Yeah, you can like jokes, sure. This entire challenge is a joke. She's a criminal for stealing, but not for killing. No. Remember, I have standards. Speaking of standards, how are you doing? Yeah, right, he's close. Zaid is still terrified. Yeah. Isn't one of the boyfriends FBI? Yeah, Jude. Jude is part of the FBI. He's a criminal profiler. But he's sleeping right now, so what he doesn't know won't hurt him. He knows absolutely nothing. It makes this whole situation even funnier. Kerrigan is a loner. Oh, I'm playing video games. That actually works. I'm like, yeah, I'll just hang out with my video games if y'all aren't paying attention to me. That's fine. I'll give myself attention. We're getting down to the wire here. Better be happening fast. Our last challenge for the trials until we get into the dates is going to be a writing challenge. Because they need to write a book boyfriend. There it is. Bye, Hawk. Thanks for competing. Do I need to do this again? He's already got his little thing out. I feel like coming from this direction is different than coming from that direction. Yep. Perfect. Bye. I'm sorry, what? Hawk Flynn is having grief right now. Well, you just died. So, oh, Resand is too. General Kerrigan is. They're all dealing with grief. That's too damn bad. Ask for help cleaning? I didn't press that. Oh, can I just delete from here if I want to delete the room? I can copy it, but I can't delete it. thought that was gonna be a lot easier than originally anticipated. Oh, maybe I could have deleted the room from there and just pressed the delete button. Is that what y'all wanted me to do? I misunderstood. That's my bad. Okay. We also have to set up for our next challenge. Oh my god, the delete button is perfect. Okay, so we're gonna need 4 desks so that we can put computers on them. This is gonna be so funny. Okay. I really want them to be like back to back here. Do you know what I'm trying to say? This is from Lil Simsy's kit, by the way. This is the famous IKEA desk. I don't know why I think that's hilarious. Can we use the new setup, the comfy gaming computers? Oh my god, can we? Yes. This is in action. They're cozy, they're comfy, and one person's gonna die. So, you know? Can they be girly pop? Let's do the multitasker. This is incredible. Okay, boys, time to play. I'll let them sleep for like, I'll let them go until noontime. You can hit delete pool, but the pool would have gone too. Okay, because it was an enclosed area. I gotcha. Anatology skill from Resand? All right. Okay, it's getting close to be that time. Gameplay. Autonomy off. I'm not going to change this one. Okay. All right. All right, men. What is it under again? Right? I'm just going to have them practice writing. Because if they write books, I feel like that's going to get messed up. Jude can go on this one. Then General Kerrigan, which I'm sure he's already maxed out. Practice writing. Okay. Can I hang out? Can I go here? Zayd better not disappoint. This is his territory. That's what I'm saying. Hopefully he doesn't. This is incredible. It's giving, I can buy myself flowers. That's what I'm literally doing. I'm spending more time by myself than with any of these men for this challenge. Absolutely incredible. I hate it here. Who's coming on in? Christine, thank you so much for 13 months. I appreciate it so much with the Prime love. Thank you, thank you. Make sure you fill out the PP form, my friend. I want to send you out some stickers for this month. Even though you didn't grow our PP, you sustained it, and I appreciate your love and support. Thank you, darling. I love Chapel, yes! General Kerrigan's making you not like him for this challenge alone. I know. Now y'all are gonna have, like... You're gonna be tainted on some of these men. I get it. I get it. Yeah, see? He doesn't even have a bar, so he's, like, fully maxed out right now. Okay, you're gonna go pee. That's fine. Are you also peeing? No. Why don't you want to continue? Oh. He needs to unblock his inner writer to do this. He can't continue. He's just going to be standing there. Oh, no. He might just be disqualified alone. What's up with you? Are you just too sad to do it? Oh, God. Chat. This next one's going to be a tough one. None of the guys want to write. None of the guys want to write. Oh, my God. All right, you're going to the bathroom, and then I think I can get you to write a little bit more. Nope, he's too uncomfortable and sad to do this. Oh, my God. This next one might be a little difficult, y'all. Isn't that guy a vampire? Won't he burn? He seems to be okay right now. He's got an irresistible thirst, but he's not currently actively burning. And I don't know why. Does he have the trait to not burn? No, he doesn't. He's fine. He's just thirsty. If he dies, he dies. It'll make good content. Oh, God, he wants to drink from me uncontrollably. What if I just hide? He's queued up to drink me, chat. Happy. 3 guys are gone. Zayden Ryerson from Fourth Wing, Mr. Darcy from Pride and Prejudice, and Hawk Flynn from Blood and Ash. The rest remain for now. Okay, we're past 9 p.m., so I think I'm gonna get drunk from. And then we'll see who our last definitive death is until we do our dates. Are y'all excited? Yeah, have them all drown. I'll just be single and I'll get like 12 dogs instead. He's a spellcaster and a vampire. Yeah, I got him from the gallery, so he's kind of broken. He's kind of broken. Yeah. Okay, let's start with Zaid. Zaid has 2 for writing. Rhysand has 2 for writing, but less than Zaid? Yeah. Jude has 2 for writing. Is that less than this? Oh, God, hold on. That's 30%? And Jude is 28. Oh, I think Jude's going to be our last death because you got it maxed out, right? You make me sick. Okay, pals, we got to say goodbye to Jude from Killers of Mine, our FBI special profiler. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. So our final 3 men that we're going to be going on dates with, Zaid from Haunting Adeline, Rhysand from A Court of Thorns and Roses, and General Kerrigan from Shadow and Bone. So let me put up the walls so we can kill Jude and go from there. Wah! He did nothing. He actually kind of talked with us, too. I'm kind of sad. Good, because he may have reported you. Well, listen, that's neither here nor there. Do you still want a drink from me? Haha, I've escaped. I'm also hungry, though. Should I make another family meal? Should I do it? Take a shower, make a family meal, serve dinner. About some hamburger sliders, really to liven things up. Look at Jude's fit, too. He's so cute with the sunglasses on. We get 12 dogs. We fall in love with the non-binary dog groomer we hire. Done. Done. It showed his spellcaster tree and not the vampire one. Oh, really? Oh, interesting. You're right. I didn't even realize that. Huh. Yeah, I don't know how you make a combination or like a multicast person in The Sims. It seems tricky. It seems very tricky. Oh, nobody is awake, or I guess I didn't care about I didn't care about serving other people. I'll go to sleep. Okay, let me save it here. We have way more stream to go. But ads are playing in a minute and a half, so I'm going to put back on our words on stream. I'm going to take my break, and then I'm going to grab some yogurt so we can have our lunch together, if that's cool with all of you. Going to nourish our bodies. I'll be back in a few minutes. Enjoy the words on stream. Maybe we can fall in love with a spaceship named Kubu. Kip is going to come running down the stairs if we keep saying that. So I'm going to say it louder. Yes, the spaceship named Kubu. You are right. Hi, Ash. How are you? We'll be back in a few minutes after break. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. If you're just joining us, welcome to our second stage of the Book Boyfriend Bachelorette Challenge in The Sims 4. We'll be right back. Can y'all hear this music? There's like music playing? That was weird. My GoXLR just had a moment. Okay, hopefully you hear it now. All right. Let me know. All right, BRB. Hi, chat. Hi, Sawa. If you're just joining us, hi. We're just taking a quick lunch break. We're going to keep playing Words on Stream for a couple more minutes, then we'll get back to the game. How we doing? Thanks for having a little lunch break with me. This one was hard. The ones where you can't actually see, like the letters are blocked with like question marks, that is difficult. Y'all did great. Y'all did great. You wish you liked yogurt? You know, I know Greek yogurt can be an acquired taste, but what about regular yogurt? You can do so much with it. Granola, berries, different things like that. You can do a lot. All right, pals. Welcome back to The Sims. And welcome to my new challenge entitled The Book Boyfriend Bachelorette Challenge. We've already killed off 3 of our book boyfriends. And we lost Zayden from Fourth Wing, Hawk Flynn from Blood and Ash, and Jude from Killers of Mine. We are now in the stage of Jude dying, and then we're going to go on dates with the last 4 men. Can y'all hold on a second? That? Was that the door? I locked it. The wind blew open our storm door. It like slammed. That scared the shit out of me. Is the thing broken? Jack, can you hold on 1 second for me, please? I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second. Kip helped me. Sorry about that. You could chat hear it? Oh my god. It was so loud. Hi, we're back. Sorry. You're a favorite of my sweet treats. But you can answer it too. I like whipped cream. Hi, Zombie Pizza Cat. How are you doing? You did hear it? Damn. Yeah, so we have an issue with our storm door not latching right, so I MacGyvered it. And I basically take a hair tie and like loop it around it when we're actively in the house. But our OG hair tie broke, so we just had to put another one on there. Me, Lauren. Oh my god. Oh my god, Moon. Oh my god. Chat, please. You'd think it's Valentine's Day or something. Okay, so everybody else is gonna take care of themselves. They're all going to bed, and we're gonna watch Jude drown. Making out on the walls. Can you keep the noise down the next time? Jesus. Jesus. Oh, yeah, Kirikin still hasn't drank from anybody. He had his sights on me, but I decided to go to bed. So he's just chilling out. Are you thirsty? He's gonna clean up some plates. I can't hate him completely. Good for you, baby. Good for you. It feels so bad because not only is Jude dying, but he was upset about the other guys dying too. Why are you happy now? Did you just get over it? Relaxing swim. Not for long. Rest in peace. Yeah, so Zombie Pizza Cat, Zombie Babe, we had 3 different trials for the boys to compete in. The first one was fitness. Then we had logic, charisma, and then writing. And whoever had the least amount of like skill leveling ended up dying. So that's where we're at right now. A little too relaxing. Are you afraid of death as well? Looming dread. Yep, no, you're right. You're absolutely right. Could we stop having the things pop up? Dear God. This is what happens when you have like a super intelligent sim. They just end up pissing me off. Oh yeah, if y'all missed it earlier, I think Kip is going to end up putting this on our main channel, like edit it together. But Zayden from Fourth Wing and Hawk from Blood and Ash ended up woohooing in my bed. So, it's what they deserve to get. Bye, Jude. We're gonna miss you. Sorry, there's achievements popping up because General Kerrigan is a Mr. Know-It-All. Look how beautiful. Oh, we're gonna miss you so much. Thanks for being here. Not the achievement covering the death. I know. Jude can't even get his own time to shine. Okay, there it is. We've stopped it. Thank God. I heard woohoo in your bed. No, my Sim's bed. My Sim's bed. But it was still in front of me, so. Thank you so much for the follows. Welcome on in. Free roaming ghost. We haven't seen the other ones show up as a ghost yet. Okay, I'm going to leave that stuff there. Death can hang out. Okay, we are now at the last point. God, can I take away some of these lights in here? It's just too bright. I don't know if this is going to actually make a difference. That hardly did anything. About this. They're still glowing. Maybe it's my overlay. The dining room can be just shrouded in darkness now. Okay. So we have 3 men left. We have Zaid from Haunting Adeline. We have Rhysand from A Court of Thorns and Roses. And we have General Kerrigan from Shadow and Bone. We are now going to go on the date portion. And we're going to see how much friendship and romance we can accumulate with each of these men. Okay? So who should we do first? You know what? I feel like he's going to piss me off. Why don't we get General Kerrigan out of the way? This man, he's probably going to try and drink me. You know, it's just going to be a time. It's just going to be a time. I also don't even know if I could ask him out on a date. Oh, no, I can. I'll do ask to create date. You want Zayd to win for personal reasons? How personal are they? Get to know you date. We're going there. We're not doing a guest. We'll be romantic. We'll be friendly. We'll be funny. And where are we going? I want to go. I mean, we don't necessarily have to do a restaurant. You want to go to a bar? We could go there. We could do the diner. Let's go to a diner with General Kerrigan. I like it. A guest is wild. Yeah, you can have a chaperone for your dates. That came with a Love Struck expansion pack, by the way. No, Dragon. Honestly, I don't know what I'm expecting at this point either, but I'm going to have to put my whole Simussy into these dates because these men are doing shit. Happy Valentine's Day. Also, Pup and Blood, how are you? It's good to see you. Okay, can you... Are you drinking somebody in front of me? Hey, what do you think you're doing? Somebody's seeing us right now. This is already off to a great, phenomenal start. I took you here to have a nice goddamn time. How dare you, sir? How dare you? Great, now you've murdered somebody. In front of my burger. This guy sucks. No, he really does. Are you satiated now, or is this still going to be a terrible experience? He's having a nice time, but nobody else is. Oh, great. We have another vampire on the lot. And then he acts embarrassed. He should be embarrassed. He said he's got his diner and he's ready to go. Did you really have to show off that much? Right where we're at? Well, I've already got one vampire pissing me off. Oh, great. The other one came over. A new spin on the Bat Boys. I just want a burger, and he's necking people. Can I increase the speed on this until somebody sits us down at a table? I'm sorry. Oh, Ollie. Is this our table, or are you just sitting here? Oh, it's our table. All right. Chat, at least we're going to be intimate with him. This might be okay. Okay, if I order for the table, I wonder if they've got a plasma drink that he can have. Is there a plasma drink? No. All right, General Kerrigan, why don't you have a fizzy fruity drink? I'm going to have some sparkling water. And then he can have a singular breadstick. And we're going to have a nice hamburger for ourselves. Okay? Yes, he's having soda. How's the date going so far? How would you say it's going? Okay, be silly, tell a joke. I would love to. Be silly. Gonna tell such a good joke, y'all. Share interest. I think there's 2 of them here, yeah. I'm just like so happy. I'm in a great outfit for Valentine's Day as well. Why is he using sonar right now? You're gonna have to ask him. Oh, now we have to flirt. You think he's gonna let me flirt with him? Sheba Biba. Ask him about vampire history? Is that under deep thoughts? Or is that under interests? Yeah, ask about vampire history. Violet has learned that General Kerrigan has the following skill, video gaming. What skill do you not have? I keep my copies of the Encyclopedia Vampirica in mint condition. You will have to go online to order your own. He's keeping that on lock. He locked it down, chat. He locked it down. Oh my god, is he gonna throw up? You okay? Did you drink not great blood? No, he doesn't share. Not a share. Not a share. Look at his lone breadstick. I think this is hilarious. This hugely expensive show, and we're at a diner. The vampire is having one singular breadstick. Dude literally screaming in a Denny's because he can't suck your neck. I know. Maybe he should quit complaining and being a little dingleberry, huh? I would love to be your breadstick. I hope that's okay. I hope you don't mind. Be affectionate? Can we be? Okay. I'll confess my attraction, which I really don't have to this man, and will declare love publicly. Oh, he's not interested. Oh, he's not having it. He doesn't like me declaring my love publicly. Oh, you did? Wait, can you make up your mind, man? You're hot and you're cold. Katy Perry wrote a song about this. You're pissing me off. Why did you give him an empty coffee cup? Small talk. Which one is small talk under again? Oh, right here. Talk about the cloudy weather. He literally can't drink anything. It's just for show. I guess it's true. You don't want to waste the liquid if you can't drink it. On YouTube Live, you did? No, somebody's not prank calling us on a date. Get out of here. Get out of here. Can you stop growling while I'm trying to woo you? Is that cool? This guy. You know, I hate to say it, chat, but I feel like this has ruined my book boyfriends for me. Because now, in my mind, I'm like, I don't like General Kerrigan anymore. He's a whiny vampire who only cares about sucking necks. He doesn't care about me as a person. Roar. Roar. To the pool! I'm going on this date as long as this will give us. So, in-game time remaining is a little over an hour. A little over an hour. To try and get where we can. Did that small talk not actually go through? Get to know.
Oh, Yibs. Oh, Yibs. Floy Masharno. Larga. Oh, Yoyum. Chimere Jabin Slawfish. Oh,
Guess this means he's disqualified. Based on what? The annoyance factor? You're not wrong. I really don't want to go back downstairs. The children. The children yearn. Well, we got gold on the date, so that should factor into it. We got gold on the date. I'd say our friendship is like 40%. Ooh, he didn't like that. All right, we got a few more minutes. We got 1 hour left. Try and go as hard as we can. Can we flirt twice in a row? Will he let us before he throws up on us? Will he let us flirt?
Yeah.
Aw, yous. Tits oak? Excuse me? Should I be concerned? Did he reject both of our flirting? He did. He hates us. Look at it! We have like 25% friendship and like 10% romance. I'm sorry, it's down to like 5%. This man doesn't like us at all. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna write this down right now. Throw him in the goddamn pool. That's it. He's got the following skill, media production. Yeah, well, who cares? Who cares? Now, hold on a second. Am I bald? Because this was at 5% and it jumped up to like 40% right after the date. Our romantic satisfaction began. Did we get a boost to our romance because of the date? All right. Gold date, friendship, and then romance. So our friendship is at, I don't know. It's not at the halfway point. That's the halfway point. I'm going to put that down at like 35% for friendship. Will it tell me if I hover over him, the percentage? Is that dumb? Okay, and then our romance is probably like 45%. And we're marked down as lovebirds. I guess we could also say we open that up. If I have UI cheats, I don't, Merca. Unfortunately, I don't. Ugh. Right click and see the number. Oh, like on here? No. Well, I'll just mark down lovebirds. That's what we'll go after. Gold date, 35% friendship, 45% romance, listed as lovebirds. Hopefully that doesn't cause us any issues. If it does, we'll have them fight to the death. Honestly. Literally, they could fight each other. And, like, the winner can be our winner. All right. It's time for everybody to go home. We gotta try and squeeze in one more date today. Maybe we can have dinner. I want to, Zombie. I really want to. I haven't decided if I want to do it for Twitch or YouTube yet because I also want to do Simsies challenge, and I was planning on doing that for YouTube. So TLDR, I'll keep you updated, but regardless, we will be playing it. I just don't know how yet. But I hope you're excited about that because I'm so happy. I'm so, like, grateful we've got a new challenge, and she worked so hard on it. I think it's going to be so fun. I love Dungeons and Dragons. I'm absolutely a critter or critical role. So I think it would be really, really awesome. Especially because I'm a bard in my current campaign with friends, and Gen 1 is bard. Come on, we got to give it a go. We got to give it the old college try. Okay, we're home. Before I go anywhere, I would like my sim self to pee. And then, y'all want Zaid or Resand for our next date? Chat, you get to decide. Put in the chat, Zaid from Haunting Adeline or Resand from Akatar. Let me know. Resand is really upset. He's going to be sad for 2 days. Hopefully that doesn't impede anything that we need to do. Hi. Are you... Oh, I have to console him! Okay, you know what? I'm gonna pick Resand. Okay. Allie, I'll go with your choice. He's so sad. He's so sad. Let's take the poor boy out. Okay, ask to create a date. Let's spend some time together. Get to know you date. Romantic, friendly, and funny. And, should we go back to the same place? Like, I'm not hungry. Should we go to a bar instead? Lux Movie Theater. Ba-da-ba. Can you imagine if we go to a karaoke bar? He's gonna hate it. Let's go to the Laguna del Abrazo bar. This is where we're going. We don't need food. I already ate. D&D should be renamed to Dice and Dick Jokes. That's what it's about. Zaid, since Reese is so sad. Oh, you wanted to give him some time? You wanted to let him just mull things over? Oh my God. Girl, can you do me a favor? I know like it's a little bit rainy out, but can we dress for the occasion? Thank you so much. Okay, why don't we sit together at this beautiful table? Sit together here. Let's start the jokes and all the other things. Dragons and Doms. Please. Zombie, if you do !Sims mods, it'll show all my loading screen stuff. All my mods, but I have my loading screens in there too. Do you want to sit with me? Jude was calling him. Can you, at the very least, sit here with me, please? You're pissing me off now. No, no, sit. Sit. Sit, then tell a joke. I don't know if he's gonna let me romance him because he is so sad. This might be bad. I guess we'll see. I haven't been here all week. I gotta be a little cursed. Fine. Can you not? He's a paid entertainer. I don't know if this is really setting the mood. Why are we talking about underwear? A little embarrassing for us. Confidence. He looks bored out of his mind. Oh, gross. Resand was not a fan of Violet's unctuous attempts at flirting. Sometimes too much flirtation can make a sim look like they're trying too hard. Would you say Resand dislikes flirtation. This is so embarrassing. I've put the man off flirtation for life. No. You can deal with it. Oh, he hates me! He's men! Derogatory. This is so embarrassing, you guys. All enthused about a new show? Oh, wait, do I have to share my interests? Yeah. This is so embarrassing. Oh my god. Kumi, hi! It's good to see you, babe. Aw, I'm glad that we can be here for you today. Things are not going well with us romantically in The Sims, so we gotta be here together for my emotional support. All I'm saying is Zayden would never. But Zayden woohooed in front of me, not with me, but in front of me, in front of my salad. I still have to try and flirt twice with him. I think he's automatically gonna be in last place because we're not even gonna have romantic satisfaction for him. This is terrible news, everyone. This is terrible news. Oh, God! Look at Chet, this is going so not well. I'm gonna joke about vampires. Small talk. Oh my god. Let's talk about the rain. I'm gonna get to know you. Getting to know you. An absolute shock. I thought that Rhysand might have been our winner. We killed the wrong people. Well, did we? Are y'all just forgetting about the woohoo in my bed? I feel like we didn't make a big enough deal about that. Time to get rid of them all. Oh, Rhysand has cooking skill? And logic? Well, I can't even be silly. I'm trying to be silly and it's not working. Could we try flirting again? I wonder if he would be responding this way if he wasn't super sad. We eliminated the most romantic sim because Darcy isn't a buff man. He was the first to kick the bucket. We were practicing for you. I wanted him to win too. He's gonna be in last place. I mean, we still have time left, but not enough. Look, our friendship is like non-existent. The man is having a very not good time. How's the date going? Let me ask you. Why am I talking about dressers? If they all suck, can we bring back a ghost boyfriend? Sure. VOD is just getting started. This might not be the best date ever, but there's still a chance of having a good time. Okay. What, am I embarrassed? I'm not doing push-ups in front of you. What if let's tell a funny story. Let's get him to laugh it out. And I wonder, can I console him? I'm gonna try and cheer him up. Maybe that'll turn this party bus around. Also, I don't know if we can bring back a ghost because the way they died, none of them actually left us gravestones. So I don't know how we would go about doing that. Drew, what are we doing? We're currently on a date with Rhysand and it's not going well. This is our second out of 3 dates with our guys. Bring a fictional woman in? Maybe that's all we needed. He's very unimpressed with my jokes. What? Oh, he got up from the chair! Okay. Well, I couldn't even console him. We're at 0. Acquaintances! Things are awesome, chat. Should have gone with the women. My mistake. My mistake. I should have known. Fictional men. Still men. We need to Imogen from Fourth Wing. If they're in your relationship panel, you can call them up. Oh, really? They are. They're all here. Nah. They're all here. Oh, I have to go console myself in a mirror. I'll be right back. Sorry, if you don't mind. I have to give him as much time as I gave the other oh my god, he hates me? He hates me, dude! He doesn't even like me! We're in the red! This is awful! Rhiannon, Imogen. Hi, Simelina. Hates me. Awkward comment? I can't even do sharing of the interest. Like, none of this is actually registering. He just hates all of it. He does not like those funny stories. Nope, look, negative. But I'm even trying to share interest and he couldn't be bothered. He was kind of okay with that. It's literally getting worse. Well, that was a date. It was a date, right? The gift in my inventory is Softy brand tissues. When I imagined myself being able to date Resand IRL, this is not at all how I thought it would go. Number one, we're wearing far too much clothing. But number two, I would have assumed he wouldn't hate me. So let me write him down in our book. Resand hates me. So I'm thinking he's going to be in third place. I don't know. We still have Zaid Meadows from Haunting Adeline. We're going to go to bed and clean our wounds before we do this next date. Write him in the burn book. He's going in. I'd cry if I failed to date with Resand too. This is the bad timeline. What do I need tissues for? For the tears that are free-flowing. I don't know if we can call that a date. It was an experience. Screw him. Does he dislike every form of conversation? That's what I'm saying, Sneezy. Disgusting behavior. Dear diary, Resand hates me. Under the mountain, Resand? I would leave him there. God. Okay, girl, you know what? You've been through the ringer, okay? Baby girl. Go to the bathroom, take a shower, go to sleep. I'm going to have her eat before the next date, I think. This is awful. How's General Kerrigan doing? Oh, he's great. He's thirsty again. You think he's going to bite me or somebody we might know? Resand is in a very bad mood. He's just depressed, going to bed. Zaid's doing great. Zaid is doing awesome. If he can get to bed early, he's spying on Resand? Okay, this is incredible because if y'all actually read Haunting Adeline, you know that he loves to observe. He's basically a stalker. So the fact that he's actively stalking Resand while he's sleeping is sending me right now. Look at him. Do you really need the binoculars if you're already in here? What are you counting? His facial hair? God. Simmer, thank you for the raid. How are you doing? You came in just the best moment. Zaid Meadows from Haunting Adeline is spying on a sleeping Resand from Akatar. I can explain everything. How was your stream today, baby? What did y'all get up to? Ow! You were playing The Sims too. What were you doing? Were you doing a challenge? Were you just hanging out? Hi, Kamoras. Hello. Good to see you, sweetheart. Basically. Maybe he'd like you better if he was a ghost. Well, listen, don't threaten me with a good time because his wish might come true at this rate. Hey, can you go to bed? Oh, I don't want you to box. You're going to be too tired for our date. It's going to be a pain. I don't need you to work on your fitness now. In fact, I think it's maxed out. Yeah, it's maxed out. Go to bed. Please. Why do the guys don't even want to prepare for their dates? He's just here. Pissing me off. Oh, good. He's going to bed? No. He's going to watch Civic Public Access. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, thank God. Okay. Chat, it's okay. He decided to now go to bed. If he doesn't eat, we're going to have to go on a breakfast date. I don't make the rules. In this whole... Let's date women instead. I don't think they would have given us as much trouble. I truly, truly don't. I can't believe it turned out like this. Who would have thought? Not me. He won't at least be exhausted by the time... Oh, I'm sorry, you getting up? You gotta pee? Are you hungry? Very angry. It's still not fair from grieving. Do you think he's mad at me because I killed his friends? Probably. But, like, that's his own issue. And he should... What do you mean you acquired the romance skill? From what, General Kerrigan? From flirting with people on the computer? In front of me? Simmer, listen, babe, don't do this challenge. I'm up to here with these fictional men. All of them hate me. All of them hate me. And I saw the binoculars. I knew who you meant. I love that. You were building in The Sims for Matchmaker. So cute. Who lives above her office? I cannot wait for the next expansion pack. It's going to be so fun. That's such a cute idea. I literally love that for you. Where the fuck did you go? Oh. You're pissing me off. You're also pissing me off. Everybody is pissing me off. Except for me. I'm adorable. Yeah, it sounds like a him problem. Get over it. What happens when you put fictional men in the real world? They just can't cut it. They're better in the books. 100% better in the books. You still sleeping? Maybe I can call folks to dinner. To breakfast. Oh, just kidding. I only made one meal. My sim self said, "You're hungry? You gotta feed yourself. I'm not playing this game anymore. Grow up. Stop being babies." After waiting years to have Sims 2 again and finally got it. Flirting the Sims 4 has suck with Sims 2 flirting. Nothing is helping. It's so hard in comparison. It's not you. It's definitely the game. Yeah, it's definitely not you. Okay, he's up. It's 8 o'clock. We're gonna ask him on a date. Our final date with Zaid Meadows. This better go well. At least he's not grieving. So I think we've got a leg up for him. Where'd you go? Come back here. I'm asking you on a date. Freaking guy. Where do we want to go with Zaid? He's hungry, so we could go to a restaurant. Oh, let's up the romance. Should we do the Chateau Frise? Is it Frise? We could go to the terrace. Let's do the terrace. I don't even know what town this is in. Is this the high school years town? This is the Floralia save file, so it's like redone and repopulated. This is my favorite save file to use. So anytime you see us playing The Sims, this is the one that I use. She updates it every so often. I think she might be 2 expansion packs behind right now. But that's fine. That's cool. Hi. Okay, thank you so much for wearing your hoodie out with us. That's awesome. Can we have a nice intimate table like right here? They've been claimed by other people. Well, you know, fuck you. How about the corner? Let's go into the corner. This better go well, chat, or I think I might need a break from fictional men. We'll go full on into women. I'm just so disappointed. Also, could he have worn anything else? Like, this is just, it's just so creepy. Hello? Thank you for giving me the table. Is he nosy? Like, what are you? What's up with you right now? Why is he talking about noses? I'm not happy. Oh, no, just kidding. I love it, apparently. No, I hated it. Let's both have a little bit of wine at 9:49 a.m. I'm gonna have something like a little small. We could do squash soup. I'll do some clam chowder because that goes great with wine. That's a joke. I don't think it does. And he can have eggs Benedict with wine. Delicious. I like your nose. Do you think that they don't like me because I'm telling jokes right off the bat? Maybe I should start with some other actions. Like, let's start with some small talk and go from there. Let's talk about your day. And then let's get to know you. And then maybe we'll flirt. And then we'll tell the jokes. Like, maybe I'm just not funny. You ever thought of that? Oh! He's flirting back! Oh. He's flirting back. Isn't this amazing? Can we not be involved with Hannah Humphrey right now? Oh, I guess it's because it's our waitresses here. You're probably going to need the wine, judging by the state of things. Yeah. I'm nervous about it. Okay. Okay. It's happening. Okay. Okay. All right. How's our joking going to be? I haven't even told one joke yet. I'm so scared. Small talk. Talk about the rain. Be silly. What I think is hilarious is that Zayd, out of all of the fictional boyfriends that we picked, is like not ideal to base your relationship standards around. He's very violent. He doesn't know personal boundaries, but apparently he knows how to flirt, and he's interested in me enough to give it the old try. Not even gonna lie. Is the guy gonna burgle the place after the date? He might. He might. He might at this rate.
Oh, yibs. Can Kubu Koiba? Oh, yibs. Shalbo Barleen. Shaima Kabij.
Ooh, I must have said something bad. Unwarranted advice. Zayd gave me bad advice, apparently. It's fine. It's fine. It's cool. It's cool. No, don't give yourself a pep talk. It's not your fault that you're being weird. Confess attraction. Can I give him a gift? I don't think that I have a gift to give. I could give him the cherished memories portrait of me and General Kerrigan. I'm going to do that. It'd be like, hey, this could be us. If you make it through this date, it could be us. Do I, Quithy? Play it with us. We're going to get back into our Sims era. We're going to do it. Uh-oh. Oh, no! Things are not going well, chat. I've never had the difficulty of dates that I've had ever like I've had today. This is not great. This is not great. How can I fix this? Okay. Yeah, maybe don't give him that photo. It's cool. It's fine. Where was the bathroom you were going to go to? Let's give ourselves a pep talk. Can we not? Are we over it now? Okay. The embarrassment goes away in 29 minutes. Here, you know what? Here, eat the clam chowder, have a drink. Sit down. Are you just standing up? You don't even want to be next to me now? Okay. What if we did a little sexy pose? That really gets the juices turning. Can we have a date where you both want to be in the same room with each other? Are you kidding? Where are you going? Chat, sometimes I love this game and sometimes I don't. Okay, I'm doing a sexy pose. Is he into it? He hated it. Ah! After all this, General Kerrigan is gonna win? The vampire? Vlad's gonna hear about this and he's gonna make an appearance in every single other Sims playthrough that I do for the rest of my goddamn life. Would you like a funny story? Can I interest you in handcuffs in this trying time? Was that a temper tantrum? Yeah, he was sick of me. I know, they keep relocating. They don't want to be here together. Awful. Also, I'm so sorry I missed the ad break. So, here, why don't we do this? The ad break ends in a minute. I don't want to have y'all miss the show. So, we'll pause it here. Lauren, thank you for the 250 biddies. This is not very Titanic of them. I'll have you know. Not very Titanic of any of them. Let's do a quick BRB break. I'll run to the restroom. We'll come back. We'll keep going on with the show. We'll see how the rest of this date goes. We still have 3 in-game sim hours to see if we can salvage this date. Otherwise, General Kerrigan is our winner, and I hate this for us, okay? BRP question for you. What games have y'all been playing lately? It's a Friday. Y'all back on The Sims. You playing Infinity Nikki, Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Let me know what games y'all have been playing lately, okay? We'll be back soon. I hate it here. Hi, chat. We're back to the chaos. Repeat question. What games you been playing lately? Nothing zombie? Cross Stitch. Oh, pretty. Which is why I'm watching the games. Sims 1 and 2. I heard that they fixed the issues that those games were having because I haven't purchased them yet. But from friends, I was like, oh my God, there was a lot of crashing and stuff. So I heard that they fixed that now. So I think I might purchase them. Why are the captions saying 222? I don't know. I'm not even in the room. I think it's picking up on the lo-fi beats. Yeah, I think so. Infinity Nikki and Stardew. I love it. Are we back in our Stardew era too? A lot of my friends have been playing that and like made new islands in Animal Crossing. Sheik, thank you so much for the lurk. Happy Valentine's Day. Daily is right now until Nikki gets a new update. Awesome. I thought, wasn't there a new event or are you waiting for like a full update? I gotta finish the MSQ. At this point, I don't even know if I want to do it on stream. Maybe I'll just do it off stream and catch up. I think that's been the reason why I haven't gone back to it. I feel like I'm so behind compared to other people and that y'all wouldn't watch me. I truly think that's the issue. And my hyperfixation with Hello Kitty. But like, obviously I'm having a great time today in The Sims, so I don't know. I don't know. Here we are. And for Horizon Zero Dawn too. High on Life. New event-ish in Nikki as of last night. It's one of like the smaller ones, right? You did start playing Animal Crossing again last week, and did you make a new island? Made you just want to play Hello Kitty. Right, exactly. You watch me play it? The event in Sims? Yeah, I don't know how much longer it's going on for because this is a new save. So, is it going to tell me? So we still have 2 more weeks. We have open week 1 and week 2 right now. Week 3 opens in 3 days. Week 4 opens in 10. So you got plenty of time. You got plenty of time. So these are the ones that are from like past Sims things and very like 90s themed and stuff. Taco! Thank you for the 500 biddies! I've been lurking, but my heart has been here. Full send! Thank you for the biddies, my love. Thank you, thank you. Happy Valentine's Day to you and your family, Taco. Seriously, all my love to you. One of the most beautiful people that the internet has allowed me to meet is in this channel right now. So if you're not already following Taco, can you change that, please, for me? I love building up and lifting up my friends. And seriously, I have so much fun in your community. You are usually my breakfast streamer, even if I'm not chatting. Sometimes I just want to sit back and let the show unfold, you know? I'm a lurker at heart, which is why we love our lurkers in here. Because, like, I get it. Sometimes you're like, no, y'all have, like, the combo without me. I'm just going to watch. I'm going to observe. Maybe that's why I like Zaid from Haunting Adeline so much. Regardless, neither here nor there. Let's get back into it, shall we? So we're in the middle of our date. That's not going well at all. We have 3 in-game sim hours left. We're going to see if we can try and turn this show around. Can I declare my love publicly with you again, maybe? Happy Valentine's Day, darling. 42 polls. It's a good outfit, though, right? I don't even know what this new banner is. Maybe it's good that I'm not spending extra money right now. I've got other games I gotta save up for. Hey, do you think we could sit back down and not, you know, be romantic by the hostess's station? I think he just doesn't like the fact that I sing to him. Maybe that's like the big issue. Would you like to hear a joke? Come back. I'm gonna joke about Martians. Or are we sitting down again? Okay. I'll sit with you. Will I? No. I'll put my... Why am I writing stuff down? Am I the waitress now? What is happening to my game? Girl, here, sit down. Forget about the clam chowder. You're fine. Put that down. Sit down. For the love of God. Affectionate. Confess your attraction. Share some interest. He's throwing another tantrum. I can't believe none of these men actually like me. I am just shocked and appalled. If we get a gold out of this, like a gold medal, I'm gonna be so surprised. He likes me again. What is with this guy? He goes from hating me to liking me.
You miss.
I can't share more affection with him. Can I tell him a regular story? Does it have to be a funny story?
No, come on.
Can I give him a hug? Would that count as affection? And can I also express my admiration towards him? What's up, Kaylee? It's going lovely. Well, my actual IRL Valentine's Day is great. Our date in here, not so great. How's yours? Happy Valentine's Day. Sounds like a real fictional man. At this rate, he's gonna come in second. Chat, how do I tell like a different type of story? Stories. Dramatic story. Okay. And then an engaging story. Let's see if we can bring this back around. I really didn't want General Kerrigan winning. This is really stressful. Confess attraction. You're not peeing until we've secured the man. Can I offer a rose under flirt? Or is it just gotta be straight up flirting? Oh, he denied my rose! Chat, this has turned just awful. And this freaking guy's watching this whole thing. He's watching me bat 1,000. This is awful. Pity, we are not having a good time, TM. It's been pretty good. You got The Sims 1 and 2 for your gift. Awesome! I hope you have so much fun. I hope you have such a great time. I've heard, honestly, waiting to get it is great because they did fix a lot of the issues that happened on launch. Okay, well, listen, we're gonna end this now. We're gonna end it early. Our clear winner is General Kerrigan, so we're gonna go home. Wait, hold on. Now, hold on a second. Wait! Wait! We ended early? Did we get gold? We got gold. Okay. Don't laugh. But we actually... Zaid wins. Zaid actually wins. We got higher friendship and romance with Zaid. Are we listed as lovebirds, though? Yes. Zaid wins! Zaid wins! He still wins even though we ended early. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. So, in this order, Zaid, number 1, General Kerrigan, number 2, Rusan, number 3. And really, only General Kerrigan during the date actually liked me. But no. Zaid, Zaid wins. Zaid from Haunting Adeline, won our book boyfriend bachelorette challenge. So we're gonna go home and we're gonna prep for this wedding. Moonwitch is very upset at this. Time to throw the whole man away. Listen. You know, sometimes, look how much Rhysand fucking hates me, dude. Look at this. He hates me. Considering the other option, I'd say that's an improvement. Yeah, at least he's not suckling from my neck. I don't know how great that is, but, you know, we're going to throw a little bit of a wedding. I also want to see if I can invite our ghosts over to be part of the wedding, like here but not here. You know what I'm trying to say? I also didn't know if we were going to end this today. I thought we might have needed a second day. Hey, you didn't pay your bill. Well, that's too damn bad, isn't it? My sim self, we're going to take care of her. So, do some things. Maybe we can get her something to eat as well. We have leftovers? No. Why would we? Make a faux meat casserole, would you? Now, I want to see if we can call up... No. I can ask on a date or create a hangout, but I can't actually invite them over, the ghosts. Unless we do MC Command Center. No. That's fine. We'll get married with what we've got here. They'll hate every minute of it. Have you read Haunting Adeline? Crafty, have you? That's a moon which wants to know. I'm off to a great start in my soul's journey. Oh, am I? Are we sure I'm not heavily depressed? Rest in peace to all of our other book boyfriends. He's still working out. Okay, but he hated me before. Do you even think that he's gonna want to, like, get married? Have we thought about that aspect of it? I'm a little concerned. I don't know how I feel now. Let me eat and then I'll pop the question to him. If he denies me, then I don't know what we'll do. We'll get there when we get there. Hey, can you take some of this? Awesome. Hey, while you're here not being useful, can you actually clean up? You mind? If he says no, we'll look at girlfriends next. Absolutely. Yep. Where did you go? I can't stand him! Okay. Great. Awesome. Put that wherever you want. Where is he? Oh, you could interrupt him in the bath. Here, go here. I want to see what he does. Hawk Flynn, hey, I heard you became friends with Zaid. He is pretty cool. Thank you so much for giving me a text message from another realm while you're dead. Compared to other Sims dates. Oh, look, he's here. Hi! Are you single? Hey, come here. Come here. Oh my god, I keep being so shocked. Girl, you're like basically together with him. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Relationship. Are you single? Are you ready to mingle like a Pringle? What do you think? Very single. Okay, that's a good sign. That's a very good sign. Would you like to not be single? Oh, I pressed him. I'm so sorry. Would you like to not be single? Can I not do anything about that yet? Do I have to get him in a romantic mood? Confess attraction. Flirtation. Maybe now that I'm not telling jokes to him, he'll be okay. Oh, we can woohoo. Let's woohoo in the bed that Zayden woohooed in. He's just a guy. Hit him with your car! Intimacy comes at a price, and Violet isn't sure they want to pay it. I'm sorry, what? Did I just say that I don't know if I want to be intimate with Zaid? He's not really liking me either! Oh no! It's okay, it's okay. Chat, don't go anywhere. Don't, just give him another, just hold on a second. Just wait a minute. Can I was gonna see if I could apologize to him. Is she scared of a vampire? Well, Zaid isn't a vampire. That's General Kerrigan. He's normal, or he was, but now he doesn't really like me anymore. Maybe I shouldn't have woohooed so fast with him. Ooh, let's do a smooth recovery. A pickup line, maybe? Writing may be on the wall. What do you think about motorcycles? Okay, he doesn't... No. Chat. I literally... Here. You know what? Take this cherished memories portrait. It's not yours, but I hope you like it. Okay, so chat, new idea. Give me some fictional women. Give me some fictional women that you think would do well for this challenge because unfortunately the fictional men across the board were not awesome, okay? General Kiergan's pissing me off. Rhysand hates us. Zaid thinks that we deserve nothing. So you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna do a triple drowning in the pool to celebrate Valentine's Day, to celebrate all things wonderful and good. Hope nobody minds. Okay, into the pool with you. Swim. Wake up. Swim. You. Get off the goddamn computer. And swim. Okay, we got a lot of people from Fourth Wing. I think that's the right call. Let me make sure they're dead first. Don't you dare get up out of that pool. Don't you dare get up out of that pool. Is it because it's raining right now? Get back in the pool. Okay, what about you? You already in here? You're about to be. Chapel Roan. Morgan. Get in the pool! You don't deserve to eat. Not after the stunt you pulled. Oh my god, chat. Gonna piss me off. Okay, 2 of them, 3 of them! 3 of them! They're all in the pool! They're there. It's what they deserve. Men were a wrong idea. I take it back. I didn't think it was gonna be like this. If the fictional women let me down, we're gonna get 6 cats and call it a day. The computer's sparkling in the rain. Violet, Rhiannon, Feyre, Moore, Amryn, Bella Swan, Lara Croft, we could. Alice Cohen. When you look away for a few minutes, you come back to Violet becoming a full-on serial killer. But listen, the serial killer of our dreams, Thade, decided that he didn't want us. And Rhysand hates us, and General Kiergan was pissing me off, so let's start over. We have 7 cats like IRL. See? You're living your best life. You're living your best life. You're doing it correctly. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if we're going to have enough time today to actually play through it, but what we could do is set up the lady dates and do this whole thing again on Monday. Would you like to do that? Put a 1 in the chat. We can pick out the ladies together. We will get them from the gallery. We'll add them into the house. And then we'll plan on doing the dates on Monday or next week. Can I do Monday? Hold on. I gotta double check my schedule. Chat's gonna suggest them. What one did you want? What? Tell me. What one do you want? Oh, yeah, Gideon from Gideon the Ninth. We could look that up. Harrow? How do you spell Harrow? Oh, like hair. Okay. Cool. Like Joe? Sure. If they kiss in front of me, I want you to know I'm going to insta-kill them. Was that fair? Okay. I think we can do it on Monday. Yeah, it looks like we can do it on Monday. Hi, Irish. I'm not doing the quests right now. I might do it towards the end when they're all unlocked and available. But I had a bad quest experience with the Reaper reward, so I've been hesitant to do that again. Our romantic satisfaction ended with all the boys. Oh, Taylor Swift or Halsey. You need to read Gideon the Ninth. Me too. It's one of Kip's favorites. The Ladies of Bridgerton. Oh, is it starting? There we go. Rhysand died first. Oh no, it's so sad. That's awful. I'm crying on the inside. Obviously not on the outside. Didn't work for you at all? It worked for us the first 3 weeks, and then it borked. And the event's been working fine. Did you take an existing family or make your own save just for the events? A grim child? Become a free roaming ghost. Bye! Both of the guys are like, oh god, what are we doing here? What's happening? What's going on? Because they pissed you off, they get to watch each other die. Exactly. The worst of the worst, if I'm being honest with you, because now they just know it's gonna happen. Secretly, they both peed in the pool, looming dread, and no more water from fear of swimming. Yep. They're truly going out in the worst way. You had a whole new save for this new event? Okay. I did too. I tried all the workarounds that were in the forums and everything. I really did try, and nothing worked. It was completely broken in my game. That's why I said I don't know if I want to do any more of these, like, event sort of things in the game. And it also really pisses me off that you can't turn this off anymore. At a certain point, you could just turn it off. But, like, now you can't. So it's going to be in every single save that you're in, no matter what. Like, just be able to close this. You know what I'm saying? The fact that it's so in your face and you can't get rid of it no matter what save you're in really irritates me. Repairing your game, yup. I had mods, but supposedly none of it was supposed to be conflicting. And most of my mods don't even change the game. Like, I have MC Command Center, and then I just have hairs and clothes. That's it. Yeah. Nothing worked for me either. Oh, he's sick? He's feverish? Sounds like a you problem, my dude. Okay, Zayd met his demise next. This is really funny because this is almost in the order of how they ranked for us. What a shame, having a fever before death. Oh God, I'm so upset about it. Awful. Oh. Well, anyway. Free roaming ghosts. Now all we have left is Kerrigan, and oh my God, I don't know if we're gonna be able to kill him. Chat, we might have to have him be murdered ourselves, if y'all don't mind. Please hold. I don't think that he's gonna be able to just... Okay, now he's swimming here. Awesome. Great. Can we reset you? Okay, awesome. He's too powerful. He's a vampire. He's way too powerful. Yeah, I'm just gonna cheat him. Oh no, he's died. What a terrible, awful occurrence. There's Grimmy boy. You know? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in, darling. Take him. There we go. Free roaming ghost. At least we finally have one gravestone. Okay. All right, we're gonna save. We're gonna go out. We're gonna go into the gallery. I need your fictional women, preferably from books. Fictional women. We tried the fictional men. Clearly did not work. So I'm thinking, I already had some suggestions. We can do Feyre. Alice Cullen. I need some more suggestions. I'm gonna also just do the gallery for them. Do Feyre. Look at, they've got a family. That's adorable. Okay, hold on. I have to do the household method. Katniss. Alice from Alice in Wonderland. Not bad. Not bad. Is this a base? She's so pretty. Oh my God, these actually kind of look like outfits she would probably wear. But I love how they just changed some things about it and kept the rest normal. I'm also gonna have to go through this. And men and women, yes. Okay. All right. What's another one? murder on Valentine's Day. That's what I'm saying. Alice in Wonderland? Oh, cute. Oh, is that a child? I can't. I feel like a lot of these are young. What is your age? A teen. I don't think we're going to find an adult Alice. Oh, no, this is young adult. I could do that. Merge. Dorothy, you're so right. You're so right. What are her fits? I like how these are basically all staying on theme. That's actually pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Okay. 5 more. Mary Poppins? Anne of Green Gables. Why y'all giving me classics right now? Can we do Violet? Fourth Wing? Nothing. Newest? Nothing. Can I do a hashtag? If I just do Fourth Wing, what's gonna come up? You got the whole cast. Shut up. Wonder if I put down the hashtag Fourth Wing, what will come up? Soaring Gale. There's our girl! I'm gonna take her. I'm gonna delete Zayden. Oh, God. Oh, no. There you go. There it is. Okay. We got Violet Soaring Gale. Incredible, incredible fits. Incredible. No, we don't have Ree. I'll go and look for her. How do we do this again? Fourth Wing. Is Rhiannon in here? No. It's Imogen. Garrick. Do they have Dane? I don't know if we're gonna find Rhiannon. I will survive if she's not available. Don't delete Zayden and add Dane. Come on. I would never add Dane. I promise you. I would never. I would never. Oh. Dane? Eyes on me, Ados? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Athena. Daenerys Targaryen. Yeah, let's try that. How do I spell her name? She's pretty, but I bet I'm gonna have to do all the CC myself. That's newest. Let's do most popular. Popular now? Most popular. She's kind of giving Alice, though. That's the only thing. I wonder if this could set... If we could find something that kind of sets her apart. Ooh, yes. Okay, well, we're gonna get rid of Jon Snow. That's fine. Oh my God, that really looks like her. That's a good job. What about Jon Snow? They did an amazing job, dude. Y'all know Jon Snow, right? Game of Thrones, yeah. Did a great job. Ooh, not you. Okay. Chat, this cast is looking a little white for me. Do we have any other recommendations that can add some diversity for us? I do want to still try and see if I can locate Rhiannon. I'm not over it yet. Let me try Fourth Wing again. Okay? All right. Let's see. That's most popular. All right, we got a lot of Zayden. Yeah. Rhiannon! We got her! Chat, we've got her! We've got her. Zayden isn't white. No, he's not, but he's not in our current household. We're doing ladies now. We're doing ladies now. So this is our current household that we've got. We've got Rhiannon. Boop. What are her fits? My girl! Also, can I say something? And I don't know why I have this in my mind canonically. She doesn't. I want to be clear here. But I always imagined Rhiannon to have glasses. And again, I don't know why, but like little wire frame glasses. Anybody else? Girl, what happened to your shoes? You not have shoes on? I mean, they don't even have to be boots necessarily, but... That's cute. Okay, maybe take off the boots and the leggings for swimming? Okay, that's great. That's great. The Dorothy from Wicked Darlings is a POC. Oh, really? Amazing. Yeah, I was going to say the hashtag Imperium probably would have worked too. Yeah. I also imagine her to have a lot darker skin than that sim. This current Rhiannon? Me too. Me too. Oh, you're so fine, young cricket. You pictured her as a ginger? Yeah. She is, in the characterization of Rhiannon, she's a beautiful, beautiful black woman, in Fourth Wing. And she's also a bi-con, if y'all didn't know that. She's a bi-queen. So, I love Rhiannon so much. She's so cute. She's so cute. Well, let's see if we can look for, Dorothy? If I put down Wizard of Oz? I don't know what's gonna come up. We got the Wicked Witch in here. Oh, look at Toto! Oh, look at this baby. Look at this good boy. I love him. They have Galinda and Elphaba in here. They did a great job. Holy shit. This really looks like the characters. You know what? I'm gonna grab Elphaba. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna merge it and we'll get rid of Glinda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got one more. We got one more. Who else? I got one more, chat. I don't know who that is, Willie. Are you gonna be mad at me or are you gonna take away my nerd card? Dorothy the dinosaur. Who? Can we just add Toto? We can add Toto when we strike out with these ladies, because if they give me as much trouble as the guys did, we're just gonna be single with dogs. Gideon. Let's do Gideon. I don't know what to put down. Gideon. The 9th. Oh my god. It's working. We've got Gideon the 9th and Harrow. Kip said both, but preferably Gideon. Okay, I'm going to merge them and just take Gideon. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're not doing it. Are you fully naked? Apparently, just some outfits are nude right now. Oh, wait, this is Harrow. This is not Gideon. This is Gideon, who is also kind of naked. Babe, we got Gideon. Yeah, but, she's naked. What type of fit would she normally wear?
All of the ninth wear black. Lots of black.
Lots of black.
Shaped black.
Okay. So if I just keep doing like... That's formal. Here, I'll just keep putting that robe
Black
on.
robes.
Okay.
I mean, that armor. Great.
Okay. All right. This is party. I need more black. That's fine. We've got this. That's fine. All right, there. Oh, that's cool.
super cool.
That's the warm weather. And then cold weather, we'll just do something like that. Done. All right. We've got a Harrow here too, but we can't. There's too many in this household. Okay, so then we got Farah from Akatar. We've got Alice from Alice in Wonderland. We've got Violet Soaringale from which one? Say it. Fourth Wing. Yep. Just be quiet. I don't have anything that's silver tipped. We've got Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones. We've got Rhiannon also from Fourth Wing. We've got Elphaba from Wicked. And then we've got Gideon Nav from Gideon the Ninth. We did it! Hi, Spicy. How are you doing?
Brilliant.
We did it!
That's great.
Thanks for your help. Chat, this is who we're going to plop into the house. And, oh, I guess we don't have an aspiration. I don't know. Love? Zero romantic? Does anybody else need one? Okay. Book babes patch challenge. Since we gave up with the men, now we've got them. Say it. Be quiet. Or Kip. Oh, they hear me talk about them enough, you know? It just happens. Hi, can you please move in with this family? Yes. Look, there I am. This is going to be a smorgasbord. So much black clothing. I know all of them are wearing so much black clothing. Who would have thought men would be disappointing? Not me. Of the fictional variety, I didn't think anyway. Disgusting behavior all around. This truly was a Valentine's Day for the books, chat. This really, really was. No, we all did. Please. Okay. Let me save it here. Then we're going to wrap up stream. We're kind of ending at a weird point. I didn't know how long, like, the fictional men was going to last today. Like, all the challenges and trials and stuff. So, for Monday, most likely, we'll come back, we'll play The Sims, and we will try it out with the ladies and see what ends here, if that sounds good to everybody. Let me just make sure that I save one more time, because I am so scared about screwing things up in The Sims. So, that's going to be it for us today, chat. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you had a beautiful Valentine's Day with the Nerd Camp, as usual. Love your jumper and disappointing men I'm used to. As a gay man, Irish, I love you so much. You know what? It's something that we can all relate to. Yeah, we're going to do the same challenges on Monday, but with women. So, instead of the book boyfriend bachelorette challenge, it will be the book babes bachelorette challenge. We'll do the same thing on Monday, see what happens, and go from there. Does that sound good? I'm so excited. This will be perfect too, because if the timing is right, I wanted to end Monday's stream by like 5 at the latest, because I actually have an IRL book club on Monday, so that's fine. A couple of things before we go. We're not going to be raiding today. I want to go and make sure that I get ready and everything prepped before we go out for our Valentine's Day date tonight. And if I end up sitting here, I'll be here the whole time. Number 2, we do have our watch party in Discord on Sunday for 10 Things I Hate About You. So if you would like to join us, please, everybody feel free in the Discord. If you're not in there already, we also have lots of channels for The Sims, cozy games, bookish stuff. It's a great time. We have a lot of fun in there together. If y'all haven't already and you've already contributed to the plus push for this month, make sure you fill out the forms. I'm going to be going through the new forms that came in this past weekend. I'll keep you updated on mailing stuff. And I think that's it. Have a beautiful Valentine's Day. Remember, it's about celebrating love in all of its forms. Self-love, familial love, romantic love, sure. But, you know, there's so many different kinds, especially your friends and found family. And I hope you had a beautiful day here hanging out with us. I love you all. Have a great weekend. I'll see you either at the watch party in Discord on Sunday, or I'll see you on Monday, okay? Have a great weekend. Be good and kind to yourselves and each other. Take care, chat. I love you. Mwah.